It's loading. 1 second.
Am I on a talk show or are we doing this just as a group call?
No, because I'm live and people are watching me, friends. That's why I didn't take it to my platform. I have it on my page, my personal page.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't take it to my page like the Elite Media page. Hi everyone. Hello, how are you, Nagendef? Today we're back with this Susu. It's been going on, and now we have Mr. Woody Williams, all the way from the USA. Um, he is, I think, he's the one who designed the on the railroad, right, Woody?
The Underground Railroad. Yes. Good
Yes.
evening, everyone. How are you?
The Underground Railroad. Yes, that's right. Hi, Woody. People are listening to you right now, my friends on Facebook. Do you want to say hi and we proceed? First of all, thank you very much for coming on board. I really appreciate it.
Well, excellent. Well, first and foremost, I must give it back to this amazing Empress for inviting me upon on you guys on her platform to give more precise information
Hmm.
in regards to the Underground Railroad process, the premise, and the way it should be done, the way we designed it.
Yeah,
I designed it, as well as my wife, Miss Linda.
yeah.
And unfortunately, you guys have me on the platform to be more specific and eliminate a whole lot of misguided information.
That's right. Thank you. Apparently, people are saying they can't hear you properly. It's a bit noisy on your end. I don't know.
Okay, I'm speaking directly into my device.
Okay, that's fine. I can hear you. I can hear you properly. Yes. Um, guys, can you hear him now? Give me a thumbs up.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I don't know. Let me get someone to give me a thumbs up so that we proceed. Can you hear Mr. Woody Williams, guys? Uh,
Hello? Can you hear me? Just check, mic check, mic check.
mic check, mic check. Okay, yes, she said okay. Yes, we're good to go. Oh, yes, like he said earlier, first of all, we want to confirm for those of you who were questioning if Woody is a real life person. Yes, that's Woody speaking. And Miss Linda, those who wanted to know if Miss Linda does exist, yes, Miss Linda does exist because Woody just confirmed that he is Miss Linda's husband, right, Woody?
That is correct.
Yes.
That is correct.
All right. Woody, I'm not really good at this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow you to do all the talking by explaining to us what the underground railroad is. Because I know that's where Yama's group came from, the Friends and Family Group Susu from the USA. So we just want to have a better explanation, and I'll ask you just few questions, and then we'll take it, from there. If you can give us
Okay.
an explanation of it, because a lot of people are saying it's the pyramid, it's the same as the pyramid scheme. Some you are in the better position to explain because yesterday when I called you, that was the first thing that I said. Is it the pyramid scheme? You said no, 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 no. So explain to us how this works.
Well, first of all, guys, being of Caribbean and African descent, this is nothing new to you. It shouldn't be, because this originated uh, from those centuries and centuries of you guys as well as ourselves in the United States,
Mm-hmm.
uh, building upon each other with businesses, families, so on and so forth. And that is the exact same premise as it is now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the only difference is that unlike a normal susu, you had a amount of different, a certain amount of individuals in it, and depending on where you were in that susu, is when, be it 2 months, 3 months, or 10 months, after contributing, be it a week, every 2 weeks, every month, you came around to your turn, and by the time you ended up your turn, you had contributed, basically getting back what you basically gifted or donated into the susu.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so basically what we've done is we've taken that and we've shortened that to a 4 week uh, rotation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and be it a pyramid, no, because this this is nothing more than friends, family, individuals you love, trust, admire, respect, and mutually the same with you, and as well as them. And you guys basically find who you deem worthy, keyword, worthy of such a blessing to be a part of this. Meaning, in this case, first of all, understand the definition of a pyramid. A pyramid is when, as stated individually, someone at the top and all those beneath have been recruited, and the only person that's benefiting is those individuals from the top on different levels. Okay? That is not the case here. All right? There is no one person at the top. No one person remains at the top. Everyone is on even ground. There is no one more beneficial, no one more better, no, none of that. Okay? All right? It's a 4-week rotation. All right? Where everyone comes in with the same exact amount at the same exact position, and in the following, as in fire position, everyone comes in as a fire. All right? $500 donation or gift, however you defined it. Okay? And the following week, the second week, normally entering in on a Sunday. Okay? The following Sunday, they are required to invite two people they find worthy. Okay? Based on the relationship and positioning of just, trusting and believing in each other. Because bottom line is no one is successful without each other in this process. Everyone is going to benefit the same amount based on doing the same exact thing.
Can I interject there? Can I say something there? Can I ask something? Because you raise a very important point. All right, you made mention that everybody's at the same level. It's an equal thing. There is no one above anyone. But we are confused because the Gambian one, or the ones that we know of, there is always someone at the top level, and these are the admin people. They're the ones that are at...
No. Anyone can be an admin, first of all. Okay? Being an admin is a choice, as well as paying admin fees is a choice.
So it's not compulsory?
No one is at the top. No. It's just like anything else, in life. The more you come in on a job, and you come in as an entry level, the more time you're on that job, the more understanding of the process, premise, and expectations. Therefore, that would make you more knowledgeable than the person that just came in a week ago or 2 weeks ago or whatever. Okay? Doesn't mean they're in charge, period. Okay? There is no one in this process that's in charge of anyone. Anyone. Okay? The only thing, as with this process and premise, is that if you invite someone into this opportunity because you deem them worthy, okay, hold on, babe. My wife just walked in, Miss Dillard. Hello, babe. Say hello, babe.
Hey, Miss Linda. How are you? Everybody is concerned. Everybody's saying Miss Linda doesn't exist. It's a scam. Some people are saying Yamanja invented you. And I'm very happy that you guys came on board because, this means a lot to, I'm sure, to a lot of Gambians. Because we want to get to the bottom line of it, really.
Right. We're here in Atlanta. My wife, she just walked in my office, so she's, she has a 9-to-5 she does as a software consultant. So she presents all day, every day. All right, baby, I appreciate it. I love you.
Oh, look at you guys doing the lovely thing over there. Okay, wait, where is my own husband? Where is my own man? Oh, God.
Well, to continue, as I stated, there is no one in particular at all over anyone. Case in point, if I come in on that Sunday as a fire position, gifting in my 500 to the person that I trust most, who initially invited me. Okay, that's who I'm going to give my $500 to. But understand, your $500 along with 7 other individuals that came in, a total of 8. If you do the math, 8 times 500 is 4,000. Okay? All right? That gift goes to that water position who's in their 4th week. All right? You may not know who that water position is, but bottom line is that you're trusting their individual along with a copy transfer or receipt, because we do everything leaving a paper trail as a means of protection financially and legally between yourself, who's transferred, as to who you're transferring to. Okay? All right? Being completely transparent.
Yeah,
Right?
when we spoke yesterday, you talked about transparency, that you're very transparent about it. And so I just want to know, for viewers' sake, so the Underground Railroad, it's legal in America. Is it a registered stuff? Is it legal in America?
No. First of all, this is not a business. This
Okay.
is simply a friendly family share group. Okay? It's no different than your family, your household, your friends getting together and say, hey, look, we're about to go on a vacation here once this, God forbid, once this pandemic is over with, and we're going to go on a vacation, all right, in June. Okay, that being 8 months, 7 months, 8 months from now. Okay, so let's contribute $50 each every month. That way, we have a little bounty where we all can just make it easier for ourselves and so on and so forth. That's not a business. That is a voluntary choice amongst a group of individuals that understand the whole point of it all, meaning just to assist each other.
So
Right? No different than
so it doesn't need to be registered. Business accounts are not even important in this case then, because some people
not in this case.
not in this case, because some people are claiming they have registered this also, and others are claiming that the money is going into a business account. We just want to make that clear. All right.
Well, that's a totally different conversation. Okay, that would take place once an individual has. Let's go through the scenario. First week, fire position. Second week, you move into the air position. That's when you invite two people that you find worthy. Okay. Right. The third week, you move to the earth position, and now the two people you invited in, they move to the air position. I'm sorry, the earth position. Okay. All right. We're inviting their two fires. The fourth week, you move to water. That is when you're gifted. Okay. Understanding the people you're inviting in, everybody knows each other directly or indirectly. Okay. Meaning, I know you. You know the two people you're inviting in. Your two people know those two people. Be it some form or fashion, you guys know each other. Okay. So it's all friends and family. All right. Voluntarily trusting and believing that, hey, this process is based on just our personal legacy of friends, family, and our network.
Okay.
Now,
so the fire.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So the fire, like if I'm the fire, what I join in like today, this Sunday, with my $500, and then I don't have to come in with two people at first. I can just come in and join with my $500, and the next Sunday I have to bring in two people, right? Am I right?
Absolutely. But see, even in that case, you first of all want to understand, guys, this is so important. Do not join into this opportunity getting your two people. You should already have your two people.
By standby. Yes.
Okay. To ensure that your two people automatically they have their two people. Do not invite anybody into this opportunity. Okay, or this blessing more so. I don't care what your relationship is with them. I love you. I appreciate you. I admire you. I respect you. But if you do not literally have your two people with their two people ready to come in the following week, then do not invite them into this.
Okay. And what are the consequences? Like if I come in with my $500, but I haven't got two friends to bring in, do I lose my $500 or do I take my $500 back?
There is no refunds to this $500.
And this should have been explained from the initial stage, right?
Absolutely, as well as in the presentation that my wife, Miss Linda, gives every Tuesdays and Thursdays, every Sunday and Tuesday from our time frame at 9 p.m. Eastern U.S. time. Okay, but the presentation defines all that. But no, you do your gift. Once you give your gift that Sunday, someone is in the water position.
Okay.
Okay. When you came in as one fire, as I stated previously, there are 7 other fires that came in as well. total of 8, gifting that water position that 4,000. 8 times 500 is 4,000. Regifting 500 back, meaning that water regifting 500. Normally we keep the 500. We only gift out 3,500 because people get that 500. I mean that 4,000, and they're not. Most cases, a lot of them don't regift because that 500 they may intend on doing it, but the 500 ends up a bill of some sort. And and that's not your 500. That 500 belonged to that water position when you came in as a fire.
Okay.
You understand me?
Okay, now I understand. So what happens to my 500 if the 500 that I'm going to lose? What happens to it? Where does it go?
It has already gone to a water position. Now, if you do not, to answer your question, if you do not have your 2 people, then the flower is stalled. Okay? It is stalled. There is options. You can stall a flower, okay, and you have that conversation with the earth position who invited you in, as well as the water position who's supposed to be gifted. Okay, because your 2 people represent $500 a piece, which is $1,000, which means that water position is going to be short $1,000. You understand?
Okay.
So when you're in a water position, you don't want to be short your gift. So, reason why you do not bring people in who do not have their 2 people. Period. No, nothing else. Period.
Yes, someone just asked. I think we mentioned this earlier, but someone just asked: is it legal though? Is it legal?
What is there illegal about it? It's not a business. First of all.
Okay.
Okay. There is nothing specified, specific at all, says that I can't not give my $500 to you. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
And thank you. This is very good. People are commenting that now they are understanding. A lot of people did not understand this how it works. We want to know if you can please explain the fire, water, the flower, because all of this is confusing. A lot of people don't know. I am not part of.
Okay.
I'm not part of it, so I don't know. I want a thorough explanation of what the flower represents, the fire, and is it water? Yeah. What does it represent?
Okay.
What is it?
You have a process. Everything has a process in order to work properly.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You have fire, you have air, you have earth, and you have water. All the utilized elements, obviously. Okay. Everyone comes in their first Sunday as a fire.
Everyone comes in as fire. Yes.
Right. Okay. That's the first week. The second week, you move to the air position, which is when you invite your 2 people in, who also now are coming in as fires also. The fire position always feeds the water. Let me say that again. The fire position always feeds the water. Okay. All right. Now, I take it by me sharing this with you guys that you guys are looking to get this started in Switzerland.
In Sweden. I'm in Sweden. Hopefully.
Sweden.
Yes, hopefully. But people want to have a better understanding of it. People want to do it the right way. But I think it has been done the wrong way from the beginning. That's why it's not working, because I spoke to you about it yesterday. I said to you, because we got to a stage where we talk about greed and deception. We will come to that after, because I explained few stuff to you and you said, okay, then that's greed. All right, so you have explained the fire, you have explained the water. What is the earth, and what's the next one? Flower? Or, I don't know.
What is earth? Earth is the positions are fire, air, earth, and then water. Fire is the first week, air is the second week, earth is the third week, water is your fourth week where you're getting gifted.
Okay, once you're in the water position, that's when you receive your 3,500, right?
Yes, ma'am. You get your 3,500. You keep 500 of that 4,000, which gives 3,500. You re-gift that 500 back to the water position that the person that was in the water position the first time, which now they're in residual. The hard work is done.
Oh, okay. Nina, step by step. All right. Now I understand that clearly. But you guys are very unfair. How about there's no sand? What about sun? I'm just joking. Anyway, let's proceed. And yes, now, yesterday I asked you, should one individual have more than they supposed to, like one individual taking up to 5, 10 gifts? Is that possible?
No, that is totally no. No, that is not the way this is designed. I don't understand how that's even possible where you can even have that happen. Okay. The only way that could possibly happen, and let's get to the admin aspects of this. All right. In the third week of Earth position, all right, as presented in the presentation, you're asked, do you want to administer your own flower, or do you want an administrator of your flower? That is an option and a choice of the admin whether to charge you a fee of adminning your flower or not. Okay. All right, and that's a decision made between you and that admin. Now, guys, by having an admin, you're talking about them managing not only your flower, as they're also managing your gifts that are coming in. All right? Understand these admins, a lot of them being people, they're at the integrity level, the moral character, just this foul. All right? Okay? So, bottom line is, you do not need an administrator to administer your flower unless you just don't have the time to do it. There's not a whole lot to administering your flower, meaning that each individual is responsible or should put themselves in responsible for those two individuals they invited to this opportunity. Okay? Now, understand when you're talking about adminning flowers as well, that's now you're coming into something legal where you're collecting fees. Okay? That is a service. That is where you must have a legitimate business to collect those fees, because those fees are the result of taxes to be paid. If you're collecting any amount of dollars from anyone as an admin, now that's a totally different conversation. You must have a business because those fees are taxable.
Can you explain that bit again, please?
Yes. Anything that provides a service. Through the process of the flower, you're not providing a service. You're just providing a contribution, as everyone does, that $500 gift. But when you become an admin, it's the same concept of being a consultant or a bookkeeper or an accountant. It is a business. You're collecting a fee for your service. Okay? So, you must pay taxes on that.
You must pay taxes, and that's where the business thing comes in, because now you're providing a service and you're to be paid for it, so you have to pay your taxes. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's another thing, and that's on the admin side. All right. And I understand that you guys provide a software. Can you make that clear to me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, and that software is it's about $1,000 for the software.
Well, it varies based on the number of flowers, because understand, every Sunday your flower is going to multiply. Right? One flower is going to create two flowers, two flowers are going to create four, so on and on and on. Okay? All right? So we want people, we invented this because we want people to bless people, period.
But how can you be blessing someone, and there is money involved at the end, why people will pay for softwares, people will pay for admin fees, will pay for the pay the admin and all that. I don't understand. How is this a blessing? And Woody, can you really explain to me, how can I put 500 and get 3,500 back? Where is the 3,500 coming from?
As I stated before, when you came as a fire, okay, you got the questions there, and I'm gonna get to all of them. When you came in as a fire, there were 7 other fires that came in the same time you did, gifting 500. All right, that's a total 8 fires coming in on that flower. Mhm. Okay? 8 times 5 is 4,000. 8 times 500 is 4,000. That 500 per each individual fire is going as a gift to the water position. That is 4,000. That's how you get your 4,000. Everyone on that flower, you know, directly and indirectly. First of all, let me see, can I draw on you guys? Use your imagination on the construction of the flower. Okay? The flower holds 15 people total. 15. You have the water position being 1. You have their 2 people, which is their 2 earth positions, make 3. You have the earth positions that have their 2 air positions. All right? That's 5, 7. Okay? And then you have air positions that they bring in 2 other people. That's a total of 8 people. 8, 7, that's 15 people on a flower.
Okay, so where do you get to the stage where you have to cap and say, okay, no more? How many people do you need?
The flower is going to split because, again, that's just one flower. Now, the 2 earth positions, the water position just got gifted by the new 8 fires that came in, correct? Okay, the following Sunday, you have 2 earth positions that cannot occupy the water position at the same time. So that, what I said earlier, one flower is going to create 2, meaning those 2 earth positions are going to split and create their own flower. So now the earth positions are now in the water position. Their 2 people are now in the earth positions. The 2 people they brought in are now in the air positions, and now you're bringing in 8 more new fires now to get that water position, which were previously last week earth positions. It continues to cycle, duplicate, period. You get my point?
Okay. Yes, I understand. You're the one who designed this thing, right? And you designed for the family.
No, we designed it under the Underground Railroad.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yes. And that's where Yama was, and Yama became an admin from there and move on with her own group, right?
Yes, and that's exactly what we want you guys to do. We want you to start your own thing, but this is a crusade to change the whole dynamics of the world as far as your legacy, your financial stability, your the whole 9. Okay? All right? So guys, understand, we don't get a dime from what you guys do. Period. That's within your own communities, your own villages, your own everything. Your own part of the world. All right? We don't get a dime from this. Okay? Now, your question previously was, how can you be blessed with the software? With everything that you do, there is a process. There's a recipe. In order to make sure that you're sticking to the recipe, we're providing you with means of making sure. Excuse me.
Sorry.
No, I swallowed wrong. Excuse me.
It's okay.
I do apologize. But when you're adding to a recipe, you don't want to change the recipe. If it works, if it comes out delicious and moist and plentiful, don't change it. So with the software, we're providing you with a way to manage your process. Because again, one flower is going to create 2 by end of the month. One flower in a 4-week time frame has created 30 plus flowers.
Okay.
You do the math. 30 times 15 people, that's a lot of people.
How many people you said?
Okay. All right, you simply do the math. You do 30 times. All right, let's just do this. I'm just throwing out a number here. Because 30 times 15 people per flower, you're talking about almost 400 and, I'm sorry. Yeah, 30 times 15. Let me do the math. That's almost 450 people.
Yeah, 450, yeah.
Exactly. So in order to, and each individual flower, person in the water position, every person on that flower is going to create their own village. All 15 individuals are going to, in 4-week time frame, be in the water position.
And that should have been enough for this to work. 450 people. You're thinking 400 people,
No,
50.
no, 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 no. No, no, no. This is infinite. It doesn't stop.
Okay.
It never ends. It never stops. You cannot stop this community from growing and growing and growing because all 15 people are going to end up with their own flower in the water position, and behind other 14 other people that want to be in the water position as well the following week, the week before after that, because you're always consistently inviting. The air positions are always inviting fire positions in, meaning there are two people. You got me?
So what happens? What happens if I collect my 3,500 and then I disappear and I don't come back? What happens to the rest of the people that are still
Well,
in the group?
that's easy because I'm sorry, I already know your questions, and I don't mean to be rude and cut you off. What happens is this: why would you even want to do that?
No, but
Because
let's call a spade a spade. People do that. They do that.
Well, they're nuts because look, the work has already been done. The hardest thing you got to do now, since you've gotten your 4,000 or your 3,500, is just wait your next week, your next 4 weeks, and you're going to be gifted another 3,500. The hard work is done. You already got your two people. That was the hardest thing to do.
Yeah, but if
right.
I don't want to stay on, I collect my 3,500 and I'm like, bye bye, that's it, I'm not coming back.
Okay,
What happens to
what's
those
gonna
people?
happen, I'm going to buy your position.
Okay.
I'm gonna take 500 and I'm gonna put in that position, and which that 500 goes to that person in the water position.
Aha!
In the water position.
There you go, Mr. Williams. There you go, Mr. Williams. And there is where the confusion is, and there is where the cheating is. If I leave and I don't come back, and then the admin decides to put in 500 in a ghost name because I do not exist anymore. So you see, because we still don't understand how that will work. If I decide to leave, why should my name still carry on? Why should somebody else carry on my thing?
No. If you should leave, with your 4,000, your 3,500, I'm just gonna come in with that. I'm gonna buy your position 500. That 500 is gonna go to the water position that was in the water position when I came in as a fire, and the following next 4 weeks, I'm gonna collect that additional $4,000, re-get 500, and keep it moving.
Well, okay, so what if I leave and nobody replaces me? What happens there?
Well, then your flower is at a standstill. Now the person in the water position is going to be deprived $500 of the 4,000.
You don't see this breaking it down. You don't see it, the whole thing collapsing, because if I come out of the game and there is no one to replace me, how will those under me get their money? Get that 3,000.
See, the thing is this. Well, the thing is this. I don't even understand why anyone would want to leave. I understand a spade is spade.
But people are leaving, Mr. Williams. People are leaving. They will come in, like we talked about yesterday. Deception would be part of it. Greed would be part of it. Some people believe that, all right, if I come to you and I put in 1,500, you give me 10,500 pounds for the three names that I put in, right? Why would I want to stay on? That's what a lot of people did. Why would they want to stay on? And now, for them not staying on, what happens to those that are staying on? This is where the problem is. This is what we don't understand.
I'll give you the answer. It's very simple. Very simple solution. Just someone buys that position. If someone leaves and don't want to continue, then I'm going to buy that position. Meaning, now their two people become my two people. All right? And I just need to make sure that the fires that gifted me when I was in the water, they complete their 4 week journey, should I say, to the water position. Because when they get to the water position, meaning the fires that gifted me, they're going to, all 8 fires, they're going to leave their re-gift, which is at 500. And now all I'm doing is collecting an additional $4,000 from that person position that left.
But is this transparent? The person who is taking over from that, the person that left, is it transparent? Do you have to tell everyone in the group that, all right, Fatimata is leaving, so I am going to take over?
Yes, you have to give them that choice, meaning within that network of individuals, you give them the administrator doesn't take that position. You have to, the administrator, based on a high level of integrity, say, look, your person has left. Does anyone within your network, family, friends want to purchase that position? Okay. If no one wants to purchase that position, then that's when that admin can purchase that position. But the rights go to the people in that network first. The first person that's going to know that person left is the person that invited them in.
Yes.
Okay? All right? And that person, if that person wants to buy that position, because now what that means is that because the person that invited them in, they just got gifted a week before in the water position. Right? While that person was in the earth position, now the person in the earth position is moved to the water position, and the person in the water position previously has gone back around to start their 4-week rotation again. They don't have to get 2 more people. Once you get 2 people, you don't have to get anyone else.
You said earlier that the admin doesn't have to take over. That
No.
Yeah, but do you, because you designed this, right? And your design, when you designed it, you made mention that the admin doesn't take over from that point if someone leaves. But I think, like yesterday, we had a little chat and we talked about people redesigning it, because the way you are saying it, to some people it kind of makes sense, to some people it doesn't make sense. But it looks like things have been redesigned, because I don't think there was any admin that told their group that, all right, you know what, Fatoumata is leaving. If anybody wants to take over, let them take over. But I think the admins themselves took over that position if someone is taking over that position. And this is why it failed. They took over until they feel like going. They left and then start blaming the person that left with his or her payment or his or her gift. And this is where the big problem is.
Well, the biggest problem is a lack of communication, okay? Because, you guys, your admin doesn't control anything, okay? You guys do, right? Bottom line. So let's be completely transparent on all levels, and let's all take responsibility, because bottom line is this, if I came in as a fire and I invited you and Miss Linda in, I'm fine. I hold myself accountable for you 2 guys. Okay, right? I'm leading off as a fire, knowing that you 2 are coming behind me, and then the following Sunday you're bringing your 2 people in. Okay, as a collective understanding of us all, we're going to communicate amongst each other to know what the left and right hand is doing, not the admin. You understand what I'm saying? So it's up to you guys and within your own villages to know who's doing what. That means every couple of days during the week, you guys have a conference call, as you're doing now with me. That way everybody's on the right page. That way there's no surprises. That way there's no deception. There's, completely transparency, the whole 9 yards. If you guys don't do that, then you're leaving yourselves open for a very deceptive admin. Okay? Period. All right? Bottom line.
So now, the one that Yama was running is family and friends, and I'm sure you're aware now that it's no more, because people are they wanted their money back. Everybody wants their refund, because those who had their 3,500, and people are claiming they didn't have 3,500, they have even less than 3,500. They don't even know where the other 500 is gone to. So it looks like 1,000 was taken from them. Some are claiming 1,500 been taken from them. They only received 2,500. It's messed up. Now that this is no more, it looks like it's no more. How do people get their monies back?
Well, that's the thing. As I stated in the beginning of this conversation, that once your gift is sent, your gift, better yet, once your gift is given, your gift goes directly to that person in the water position. And as I also stated, there is no refunds, because the person in the water is not going to give you back a gift. The water position is not responsible, nor the earth position, for what your air positions does not do. Your air positions, that air position is the most critical part of this process. That is when, at the heir position, you invite your two fire positions in, meaning your two people. If your heir positions do not have their two people, then again, as I stated, that's $1,000 that the water is going to be deprived. And you said earlier some people were getting 2,500. Well, even if they got 2,500, they got 2,000 more than they started with.
Yes.
Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now, the fingers to be pointed is the person that if you're in earth position, better yet, if you're in the water position, you invited your two people, your earth positions. Your earth invited your air positions. All right? So you guys know each other. So if your heirs do not have their fire positions, then who are you going to point fingers at? You're going to point fingers at all of you, because that water position trusted that earth to have their two people, which they did bring their two heirs. That air trusted that earth trusted the heirs to bring their two people. If the heirs do not have their two people, it's within your own village, not the admin.
All right. So in this case, if it's no more, whom do people have to chase for their money back? I know you said there is no refund, but I want to explain something to you. Maybe you understand where I'm coming from. A lot of people try to get people on board by saying to them, look, there is this thing going on. Come and join. When you join in, you join with 2 friends and $500. Once you receive your money, you can go. And then so a lot of us were having doubts that, all right, hang on a second. How is this possible? Okay, what happens if I don't get my money back? Or what am I going to lose? Blah, blah, blah. But no one has ever, in most cases, in most of these issues, no one has ever told them that. That's it. When you put in your 500, there are chances that you might lose. It's a gamble. Hello, are you there?
Well, I mean, understand what you're saying. Okay.
So if I was not told that, Mr. Williams, right, I have all right to come and claim my money back. Now, I want to know, if I was to claim my money back, who is to pay me back my money?
The person that invited you in. If that person wants to give you back your 500 because you put faith and belief in their process, meaning them, okay, getting their two people, meaning your two people, that's within your own network. It's definitely not anyone. Bottom line is, guys, if you don't get your gifts, it's within your own network. Bottom line, you cannot. It's no different than you going to the casino and you putting $1 in a slot machine. There's no guarantee with a machine. Understand that. But when you're talking about your own family, your own friends, your own network, okay, based on doing what they say they're going to do, which means they're two people, that's the only way this system fails, period. So as far as getting your money back, that's something that you handle within your own network, not Mr. Williams, not Ms. Linda, not the Underground Railroad, because no more than called me, I didn't know who you were. All right? We do not get your money. We do not know who you are, because we have millions, if not trillions of people around the world that are an extension of the Underground Railroad that have taken this, is what we wanted them to do, and develop this and continue this process in changing people's lives. Now, your question, unfortunately, you have those, as I stated, that aren't the integrity level, the character, just not who they say. And understand, life happens where you may have had two people and they changed their mind, or that 500 became a bill or a necessity. All right? That's a conversation that you have within your own village.
Okay.
But just cannot expect you $500 back because your people did not do what they say they was going to do.
Okay.
Am I making sense?
You're making sense. Different. So it's pure. It's just a gamble. You're just gambling with your money there, right there. You're not sure.
No. If you call gambling with your friends, not your money, your associates. Okay? You're not gambling. If you want to say gambling with your money, then okay. But you're gambling with your people, because your people aren't doing what they say they were going to do, which is,
Melvin,
I have my two people. Am I making sense?
Yeah,
I have my two people, and then you find out they don't have their two people.
Okay. Okay, we still we still cannot make any sense out of it, but at least you have given us an explanation.
What is it that you're not understanding in that process? I'm not understanding.
For me, to be honest with you, and a lot of people, they just can't understand the whole process of how you can put in $500 and then you go home with $3,500. It doesn't make sense to them, to a lot of people.
What do you, I'm not understanding that either. I mean, if you have 8 people that come in, meaning 4 people, which is air positions, on a flower, 4 air positions that invite 2 people apiece in their second week in the air position, 8 people times $500 is $4,000 that are going to that water position. That's simple math. Okay, they're regifting. The water position is regifting back 500 because that water position also came in 4 weeks ago with 7 other fires, and they're regifting back that water position that was in the water position 4 weeks ago. That's easily 4,000 on any level, on any situation. All right, okay. So that's how easily 4,000. All right, everybody goes through their 4-week rotation. Everybody contributes one time, 500. Everybody brings in 2 people one time.
And you see, you keep saying that, which is fair. It's one time. You put in $500 one time, my people, and you get the 3,500 one time. It was not supposed to be you put in 500 one time, and the other time, and you keep going away.
Well, the thing is this here: when you're in the water position, you're gifted 4,000. But you're re-gifting the same 500 that you started with and walking away with 3,500.
Yeah, that is understandable. People are walking away with 3,500, but they are not staying on. That's the problem here, and that's what the problem that Yama's group faced and other Osusus, because people did not stay on, and now who is going to be responsible for those? And the saddest part is a lot of people are saying those admin were the ones taking more gifts than anyone, and if that is the case, it is.
Understand this thing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. If I invite you and Linda in, okay, I'm getting calls right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry about it. Yeah.
If I invite you and Linda in, okay, and when Linda gets paid her 3,500, and Linda decides to leave, all right, who's responsible for Linda? Me.
Yes, you. Yes.
Meaning now, Jesus. Could you hold 1 second? I hope
Yeah,
I don't
sure.
cut you guys. I hope I don't cut you guys in.
Guys, for those of you watching, we have Woody Williams. Hello, Woody.
I'm serious. I'm back. I'm sorry. Thanks for your patience.
Oh no, it's okay. It's okay. All right. I have a question here that says you claim it's a scheme for family and friends, and now that's a question from Facebook, and now you also claim that it is a scheme for infinity. It has no end. Can you have a circle of endless family and friends? How can one operate a financial scheme that is not regulated by law or any financial rules or regulation? That's a question from someone.
What do you mean? I mean, rules and regulations. I mean, again, the only time, guys, understand something, okay? You know, when you're talking about scheme, first of all, the mindset is that I suppose anything that makes sense where you're contributing, a group of individuals are contributing a certain amount of any dollar amount, and you're getting more back than what you gifted, is a scheme. I don't understand the mindset with that, all right? Understanding that, you know, if you're stuck on that mindset of trading hours for dollars, meaning going to work and earning your money that way, then fine. That's your mindset. But The scheme you're in, i.e., is a job. That's a pyramid, meaning you're never at the top. You never would be boss. You never would own the building. Okay, you never would be in the will or receive the legacy of that business. This is nothing more as far as friends and family.
Yeah, we understand. We
Okay,
understand that bit. His question is,
so maybe I'm not understanding your question.
okay. It's from Melvin Roberts. What he was trying to get to is what is the legality of it, because he doesn't understand. There's no legal stand for it. It's
There is no legal legalities of this at all. First of all, it would have to be a business.
to have any
Okay.
legalities, right?
Exactly.
Or
It
illegalities.
would have to be a business. This is not a business. This is something, no money is held in a bank account to collect an interest. No one is, none of that. The only time
Yeah.
this become,
Having said
go ahead,
that,
I'm sorry.
having said that, Mr. Williams, you mentioned that there was no money in an account and stuff, but people were paying in people's accounts, especially business accounts.
Meaning they were admins.
Only
Okay.
only admins can do that. No, individuals. Like if I wanted to put my $500 in, I could have been given an account to pay into.
No. When you paid your $500, your $500 was sent to the person that you trusted. Am I correct?
Yes, people were doing. I don't understand this. I guess it was being paid to the flour, to the water, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, it was paid to the water. All right. But there is this admin fee that was paid into accounts, because a lot of people keep saying that, all right, I was reported, so the account is closed, blah, blah, blah. So there were accounts that were involved. And that's why Mr. Melvin Roberts is asking, where is the legality in this? Because business accounts are involved, individuals' account, personal accounts are involved, and we just don't understand how this is. And someone just mentioned now, what you, the designer of this scheme, of this program, what did you stand to gain from it? What did you get out of it?
What did I get out of it?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
It's a question.
Guys, look, understand.
Yeah.
All right. I and my wife designed this, and what we get out of this is blessing people. First of all, you're looking at it like, okay, if this guy bring you something, they got to be benefiting from it financially. No, money that we make are basically from the software, because we now are a business adminning. It's an admin aspect. It's a totally different. You're talking two different things. All right. The flower concept is you guys. Your 500 goes to people within your network within the water position. Okay. We don't see none of that. Period. We don't even know you. Okay. Now, if I'm administering your flower, because we made an agreement, and every admin has a signed agreement between that admin and that individual.
All right. There's a contract.
Exactly. All right. That contract could be broken anytime that person who's being admitted feel like, oh, I can admin my own flower now.
All right.
Period.
Well,
but if an admin is collecting any amount of dollars presenting a service, that is a legal business. It must be reported. Okay? That is where your business accounts and so on and so forth come into play. All right? Okay?
Okay. So, all right. From your end, from the Underground Railroad, I can see that you guys made agreements. Like you just said that you go into a contract with someone, right? But did you put that in your design? What you designed? Did you mention that?
That is in the software as well. The software that you receive.
Yes.
And that software is, and I stated earlier, they come in different amounts as far as costs, depending on how many flowers you're administering. Okay. It starts from 500 to 2,500, depending on how many flowers. Right. And even in that admins, the software or contracts, that individuals and everything they need to be an administrator. Okay. All right. Running your own business. All right. Because we want this to be successful in everyone's walk of life as far as this process.
Yeah, I understand. All right. From your side, I can see you're making your money out of your software. That's what you said, right? So that's how,
That's exactly true.
yeah, that's how you guys get your money is from the software.
Exactly.
So it looks like that's the only, um, 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 what should I say? The only legal money coming out of this. You getting your money the
Yes,
right way.
indeed.
You getting your money the
Yes,
right
indeed.
way by selling softwares to people. So in hindsight, when you look at the whole thing, it's a bit messy. It's like a money making thing. It's not supposed to be a donation, blessings, and all that. But at the end, it's like everybody have a way of making money out of it. You're making your money
So
out of your software.
let me understand something here. Let
Mm,
me understand
mm,
because there's a saying that people that have nothing to
mm,
hide nothing.
mhm,
Okay, let me
mm,
repeat that.
mm,
People that have nothing to hide nothing.
mm,
Okay, no one is twisting anyone's arm. Bottom line is this: you have no idea how many lives we have changed
mm,
in this process. Where let me ask you this: if you had a $2,000 house note and you only had $500,
mm,
would you rather go to the casino
mm.
and take a chance for that $500? And who you gonna go? Who you gonna go to and say, "I want my $500 back"? No
Okay.
one.
No one.
That's
Yeah.
the chance you took. Exactly. Now, if you have your family, your friends, the ones you've grown up with, you love, you admire, you know their level of integrity, you know their character, and 15 of you guys pull together and say, "Hey, look, let's contribute $500 because this pandemic, the struggle, whatever else we're going through, we can help each other." So when you say it's messy, I don't understand your definition of messy when you're
All
helping
right.
each other. See, that's the biggest problem that we as a culture,
Mm.
despite what country you're from, the biggest problem is that
All
we
right.
don't know how to
Let
pull
me
together.
explain. Let me explain myself. All right. Like you
Please
said,
do.
like you said, transparency is very important, and being truthful is very important. The reason why I said messy, let me explain why I said messy. Just like you explained that you have changed a lot of lives, a lot of people have benefited from it, right? They have,
Mm-hmm.
it have helped them solve problems. But at the same time, thousands of people have been ruined because of this.
Well,
I
if
don't know
they're
how
being
much
ruined, let me ask you,
I don't know
let me
how.
respect your statement.
Yeah,
Go ahead, I'm
let
finished.
me like my
Let me
people would say
finish.
like my people would say let me Daniel. So allow me to come get some of the bottom
Good.
line of my point. The point I'm trying to
Good.
make is why you might have designed this the right way. And you said, even when I told you what was going on yesterday, you said it could have been redesigned. So now let's say it has been redesigned. And that, when it was redesigned, to be honest, a lot of people have lost a lot of money in this, a lot,
Mm-hmm.
because the way it should have been done, like you said, one per person, it didn't go like that. It, I can tell you, per household, people were going home with $15,000, according to what we're hearing, whether it's true or not. Not 15,000, yeah, $15,000. Some are saying $10,000. Some are saying $5,000. We don't know. So now those people who have nothing, who put in, like I said, it's $500 to put in, but some did not put in $500. Some were putting in like $5,000, $3,000, $2,000. So if they have nothing to come back, and they have bring in people, the fires, and those fires came through them, people are losing a lot of money there, Mr. Williams. How is that making someone's life better instead of ruining
See,
their lives?
let me explain this, and I've said this several times in this
Okay,
presentation at times.
okay, okay.
First of all, first of all, understand. Okay, and I'm gonna say this again.
Yep.
All right, people you're not investing in the Underground Railroad. You're not investing in the process.
Mm-hmm.
You're investing in your people, each other. Okay, be it 500 or 5,000,
Mm.
it doesn't matter.
Mm.
Okay, you're investing in each other. Period. All right.
Mm.
So again, I come in as a fire. It is my responsibility to bring in two people. Okay?
Mm.
I know if I do not bring in two people, then there are not going to be they're not going to able. There's two people. There's no two people to bring in. There are two people.
Yeah, but
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. People come in with their
Okay.
500 and they came with two people and they never got anything back. Because the
Well,
top
then
were
that,
given to their people. The people at the top were given to the people that they love, to the people that they care about. They keep telling you, all right, yours will come next week, the week after. It goes on like that.
well, that is your administrator who you chose to administer your flowers, who's collecting gifts
Bam.
and pocketing your money.
Bam,
Okay.
that's what I wanted to get to. And the admin have have a hand in this. They have messed it up. You might have made your own design. It might have been right. I don't know. But then the admin messed it up.
Let me tell you this, and I said this to you yesterday too.
Yes.
I mentioned to you that I have spent a lot of money through my attorneys prosecuting individuals for this very thing we're talking about.
That's where I wanted us to end,
Admin,
prosecuting people. People can be prosecuted.
admin,
People can be jailed. Yes, go on.
and that in that level, you can press charges against an admin because that is a service, that is a business. Okay, I have prosecuted. I have spent thousands and thousands of dollars with my attorneys to prosecute across the country that have misused and taken people's money and leveraged their people, other people's people, to get their family. Okay, I have spent a lot of money, but at the same time, understand. At the same time, understand that if you have an admin who's doing this, you guys can press charges. The charge would be theft by deception.
Theft by deception. This is what I wanted to do. So it will be theft by deception, right?
That's exactly the charge. Theft by deception. All right? Which would justify pulling their bank accounts. You got that's why we never take cash. That's why every transfer is an electronic transfer. That way it protects you, it protects us as far as the method of transfer and receiving and sending. Okay? As proof. Okay?
That is the proof.
Now, in addition, the bottom line is if you have an admin, your admin, when you pay your $500 within 24 to 48 hours, your admin should be sending you a flower showing your position on that flower, which would be in the fire position. Okay? All right? Showing also your date from 4 weeks out where you would be in the water position. Every week when you come in as a fire, now understand, you haven't hired this admin when you come in as a fire, which means you should keep up with your people yourself. Now, meaning that the following week, when you move to air, you're bringing your two people in. It's nothing difficult about drawing a zero or a circle on a piece of paper. And then underneath that, you draw your two people. Underneath that, you draw their two people, put names on. You know your positioning based on every week. All right? Okay? That is basically what an admin does. But understand, within the first 1 to 3 weeks, if you get a flower from an admin, they are doing it as a courtesy. You're not paying them to admin your flower. You're doing it as a courtesy, which is why we strongly recommend that people within your network, meaning families or friends, okay, are the ones within yourselves that are adminning each other. You get my point? Because you know this person. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to worry about a stranger who you don't know adminning your flower because someone else said they're an admin. You admin your own flowers.
Yeah, but that's where Ray comes in, because you're saying that, but a lot of people are saying Ray is the one who was they paid the admin fee to. Ray was the administrator.
I don't know a Ray.
Sorry?
I don't know a Ray.
Oh, you don't know a Ray?
I don't know a Ray.
All right, I'm just okay.
I don't.
All right, that's fine. Even
even
if you don't know a Ray, because you designed this, let me bring that in. Okay, so people were paying to this particular lady admin fee, right? And now this Ray is not taking. I spoke to Ray. I know what she told me. I spoke to her earlier, and I'll convey that message later. But now people cannot get hold of their the admin. How does this work? Whom are you going to take to the police station?
Where is Ray located at, first of all?
In America.
Okay, do you have a number for Ray?
Oh, I have a number for Ray because I got your number through Yama. I got Miss Linda's number through Yama, and I got Ray's number through Yama. I'm not gonna display any of you your number here because I do not have the right to do that. But
no, and I understand that as far as your level of decency. But first of all, you gotta understand.
Yeah, but after
Like
maybe we can talk. Me, you, and Yama can talk later, and then if they want to give you Ray's number, they will give it to you. But I spoke to Ray, and she told me. Yeah. Let me say what. Let me just tell you what she said. She said to me that after today, she is gonna close everything that is related to friends and family circle because she's not gonna have people harassing her, asking her for the money, because what she did was did them a service, provide them with the service, she got paid for it, so she sees no reason why people should come after her. So
which
is true, okay, if she's done a service. But if people have paid an admin fee, or some, it wasn't even an admin fee, they've paid their money into a person they think was the admin, I think those people have a right to claim back their 500 from that same person. This is different from an admin fee. It is different from what Ray was.
They can claim back the admin fee because admin didn't do what they're supposed to do. Now, again, your $500, that gift is already gone when you came in as a fire. Now, I also understand something. I'm beginning to understand now why you have me on this call. Okay.
Why?
All right. It wasn't primarily just to understand just the process, but also to try to understand the direction you can take as far as attempting to get people's gifts back. Am I correct?
Some people want to get their gifts back, but from how I understand this, I don't think they're going to get their gifts back through this.
Okay, let me ask you again. Your reasoning in addition was to also find out how to get their gifts back, even if you think it was from me, the owner of the other.
No. I knew they were not gonna get their money back from you. So let's make that clear. I bring you here for you to.
I don't see you guys dollars. Okay.
Yeah, let me tell you something. I am not a hypocrite one, and I'm not the type of person that will tell you I want to bring you to my platform for one reason, and then you come to my platform, I go for another reason. No.
It's not about being a hypocrite. That wasn't meant to be belittling, and I apologize.
No. It's okay. No, it's all I'm trying to say is I wanted you to come for people to have an understanding of how this was supposed to work, which you have done. We're very grateful for that. Because you designed it and you have explained how it was supposed to be done. And from there, a lot of people now can judge or can tell that, okay, you designed it in a certain way and it was taken a different way.
But guys, understand this, and it's so sad. Every time I have these sort of conversations, which is a majority of my time now, is when we create something that is truly designed to change and enhance people's lives. I mean, it's such an awesome way to bring us closer together, for celebration and not dependent upon a paycheck or the government, but primarily dependent on each other, whom you know best amongst family and friends. And then you have those individuals that take it and based on just literally speaking greed, deception, whatever, and they take it and they manipulate it and they use people and they misrepresent.
Yes.
And that sort of thing. And it breaks our heart to hear this. So I don't want to sound like I'm unsympathetic to it because I hear it every day, every single day, which is when I asked you a moment ago, do you have this Ray's phone number? Because I will gladly call Mr. Ray three-way while I am on the phone with you guys, because I will, as I have numerous times in our presentation, our live presentations.
I think because you designed this and she came into it differently. I don't understand. If you can text Yama Yama can give you her number. You can call her if she wants to come and answer to you. That will help us out because
She actually called me. I actually called her earlier And she texted me and thanked me for taking time out to speak with you.
Yeah, she told me that.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So, but the thing is this. All right, understand something, and I need you guys to understand this just as importantly as everything else. When individuals break off from the Underground Railroad, unfortunately, they take the brand, which is we protect our brand, our intellectual properties, the whole 9 yards. That's why no one can break our software. That's when utilizing Underground Railroad's name, I immediately call them. As we say in our presentation, you cannot use the name the Underground Railroad.
Okay.
When you break off communities, you use your own name. You develop your own business name, your own family, friends, whatever. Because, guys, when people leverage the name the Underground Railroad, we're getting calls as I'm getting from you, per se.
Yeah.
Okay,
I understand.
It has absolutely nothing to do with the Underground Railroad.
I totally accept.
Using our name, and so now you're looking for the Underground Railroad to solve issues and financial problem, whatever, and we don't even know who you are.
All right.
You get what I'm saying?
I totally agree with what you're saying, and now I'm a bit confused because you say when someone becomes an admin, they go their separate ways, right? And then you mentioned there they go with their own business name, but I thought you said this is no business thing. So let's make a clarification here because people are watching us live. So
you go into an admin position and you choose to be an admin. You're collecting dollars. None of those dollars that you collect as an admin come to Mr. Williams, Ms. Linda Dillard Williams, the Underground Railroad, none of that.
Okay.
That is your admin under your name, under your business name, no different than your radio station or your talk show. You know, you have your brand. If another station decide they want to use your name, your brand, your information, your intellectual property, okay, then you're responsible for what they do? No, you're not. But people are going to contact you because of them using your name, your brand. Am I correct?
Yeah,
if
you're
you
correct.
Don't know nothing. Same thing here. All right? Okay? So, you know, we deal with it all the time. All the time. All the time.
Okay. Yes, I think we have come to the end of it, like having you on the platform, because I really want to thank you for coming on board and explaining to my people, because this has destroyed the Gambian community across the globe. Like, let's say the Gambians in America, Gambians in UK, in Europe, Gambia. I think, I don't know, it's been done the wrong way. I mean, and I want to make one thing clear though, Mr. Williams. I know you designed this, but I don't know if in that design you mentioned that people, if it was written anywhere that as an admin or anybody who dragged you into this, they are supposed to tell you that you're supposed to pay an admin fee, but they don't. They wait to the end. When you're receiving your 3,500, that's when they tell you, all right, we're deducting this amount and this amount. We're deducting the admin fee, this fee, the flower fee. You know, I think that is wrong.
Let me correct you with that. As I said to you yesterday, the first question I asked you was, have you seen the presentation? Did I not ask you that?
Yes, you did. And I said no. I asked Yama.
Exactly.
Yama said, I only can get it from Ray or whatever her name is. And then I never had the chance to speak to her earlier. I only spoke to her just before you came on. So, and Ray made it clear to me she cannot come online. She have things to do. She's sorry. She apologized. She couldn't come online to talk about this. If people cannot trust Yama or you or even me, she doesn't see any reason why she should come here and explain to our people about this admin fee. They paid her, capiche.
Well, the reason she chose, because she's been, as she said, extremely stressed because of people are coming at her, wanting money, this and other. Now, understand something. Our presentation, it is actually on demand. Anyone can pull up that presentation and see it anytime they want. Period. To understand, despite what someone is telling you, that presentation defines in very defined detail the do's, the don'ts, the won'ts, the whatever, everything. So when you say the creativity on our behalf, it doesn't define that. In that presentation, it defines exactly that.
But do you get my point? Do you get my point? Is it fair
I couldn't get your point.
Yeah, is it fair that no one tells you about this admin fee until you come to collect your $3,500 and they said, all right, we're deducting, no, your $4,000, and it's like, okay, we're taking 500. As you know, the 500 stays back, but we're taking another 500 or another 600 or another 1,000 because of the admin, blah blah blah. You never knew about this admin fee. They never told anyone about an admin fee.
Let me ask you this: Who came to you about this opportunity?
A lot of people.
Okay, no. Did you actually get involved in the opportunity?
Not at all, because I wanted them to explain it to me the way you're explaining to me, and none of them could.
That's the biggest problem right there. We tell people, even in our presentation, do not try to explain this to anyone. All you need, we spend a lot of money in presenting together the presentation, putting together the software. I spent a lot of money in the technology, the presentations, the whole nine. That way, we've done the work for you. Okay?
Yeah, but what if I'm not educated? If I can't speak English? I can't come to your prison. I can't listen to whatever you have to say at your Zoom meetings or whatever conference meeting. No. So somebody have to explain to you. So it is okay for someone to explain.
I get that too, but at the same time, understand that that's where you're weighing heavily on the integrity of the person who's presenting it to you. But even if you cannot understand English, you can see pictures because the presentation is PowerPoint and it defines in detail red dot from one transition to the next. Okay.
I'm glad. Mr. Williams, I'm glad you're not Gambian. Come on, a Gambian. You want to explain to a Gambian something through just pictures? No, you're gonna have to tell them this and that, that and that. I do agree on one thing though. They did not really listen properly to this whole thing, because if they did, they would have, got to the stage where they will be told that there is no refundable. And to be honest with you, I don't know how you designed this, and some of your admin, they never told people that there is no refund, because I know Gambians, when you tell them there is no refund, they are not going to join that scheme.
You said some of my admin?
No, some you know what I mean. I don't mean you as in you, like some of the people that came from the underground and decided to go away and be admins elsewhere, not yours. I'm sorry, because I have no problem with yours. We have no complaints about yours. It's mainly Yama's one, family and friends. She's facing a lot of trouble because a lot of people want their money back.
And see, the thing with that is this, okay? All right. And I so wholeheartedly understand everything you're talking about. And I'm in agreement with a lot of you're saying, okay? But also understand this. When people decide to step away from the Underground Railroad and take on a responsibility.
Melvin, you can't. He won't let it. Yeah, go on.
Okay. And they decide to step into that arena, trying to duplicate exactly what we're doing under their own brand name and so on and so forth. Half of these people do not have a clue to what they're getting themselves into. I mean, I understand they want to share the blessing, they want to enhance people's lives, but they do not understand that people are the main reason why the success of this would be just that, successful, or it would become something extremely complicated as it is now. All right? So now that's why, and I got this call from her weeks ago about people coming at her, blah, blah, blah. Well, if I was that person that was rude and nasty, I would say, well, why are you calling me? You decided to step out on that. You got paid, you got benefit, you collected money, but you wasn't calling me then. But now that you don't hit a brick wall and you got all this coming at you, now you want to call me to resolve your problem? No. Okay? But no, I'm going to have a conversation with you. I'm going to try to assist you, which is all the reason why I'm on the phone with you.
Yes.
All right? Because this is not what we're designed to do. All right? Guys, look, now that you guys have an understanding, more so better understanding, you know, don't let the bitterness of what your experience has been with this one situation deprive you of this blessing. It is
it has deprived me of it. There is no blessing for me in this. I'm sorry, my brother. I cannot see this as a blessing, because if something ends and there is no one to answer to me, this is where one of the problem is. Like, all right, I know it collapsed. A lot of people are trying to get their money back. Yes, you said it's not refundable, but at least you being an admin, or you being the owner of this susu, or the one who heads the susu, at least you should be available for people to talk to you. I'm not saying Yama did that because
Whoa, back up. You said me
not
being the owner
you,
should
not you, not
explain to
you.
me.
Not you. I want you to understand. I'm saying the people who runs it.
Oh, okay. You said me being the owner.
No, not you. No, not you. All right, let me make it.
Okay.
No, I'm not saying you. I said anyone. You're not listening to me clearly. I said anyone who runs this thing. When it's over, you should be available to people for people to.
Agree with you.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Not you in particular. I mean them.
I understand, and I totally agree with you, which is why I said people that have nothing to hide nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're not responding to us. They're not talking to anyone. Some of them. Yama is okay. She's cooperating with people. As far as I know, a lot of people are saying she's talking to them. She's trying to get them their refund back and stuff like that. So that's fine. And from what I understand, a lot of people are sending me messages that Yama constantly did share the conference call to people to understand and to see what Miss Linda is saying every week. And she's invited a lot of people. I got messages like that from many people now. And some are saying the admin fee is, like you said, it's not compulsory. It's up to you. If you cannot manage your stuff, you get an admin to do it for you. That is confirmed by many people here. Thank you. So anyways, Mr. Williams, all I want to say now is thank you very much for coming on board. I really, really appreciate it. I mean, do you have anything to add to this now? I know I've taken so much of your time.
Well, the thing is normally, again, my time is not really free, but I chose to do this.
I know.
Because, again, right,
yes.
Exactly.
I know. And honestly, I really appreciate it. And I did not bring you here. Like I said, I did not bring you here to accuse the Underground Railroad. No, this is nothing to do with the Underground Railroad. All I know is you are the designer. I wanted to know how you design it, what it's all about, and I wanted to show you that my people have no understanding of this and they can't understand it, and some of them are trying to get their money back and they don't know how to get their money back, and that's the reason why I invited you here, and I'm so glad you came to talk to my people. Thank you very much.
Well, guys, look, and I understand your frustration and your hardships of the whole process, and I will apologize if I came off maybe a little tart, but understand something. You guys would really have to understand the passion that my wife and I have as far as when we first saw this vision and we put it into a reality state, the blessing that it, and despite you saying you don't see it as such, to each his own, but we get calls all day, every day, because we're still paying out people, irregardless of whether they have to get two people who have a totally different concept. And I even mentioned that to you yesterday, called a reservist.
Yeah.
But people don't have to get two people. But at the same time, we are a self-contained Black Wall Street, so to speak. Okay? All right? So I understand. So it turns my stomach when I hear situation like this happening, okay, where people are gifted in, but at the same time, guys, also understand the whole process of success in this is about you being accountable more so than the process. It's your people. Look over your shoulder. If you're not getting gifted, it's because of the people you invited into this opportunity, as well as someone that you trusted to admin of flowers, your process, period. So you go to them, that admin, because they're collecting money from you to admin, all right, and you make it, you do whatever you have legally to make sure they show you and prove what flowers. Why did you not get gifted? Period.
Okay. Thank you once again. Thank you very much. And can you say thanks to Miss Linda as well, because I've been communicating through text and she came on board and say hi, which proves to a lot of people that she exists, you exist, and now thank you so much.
She told me you called her yesterday.
Yes, I did. And then I sent her a text again because I didn't want to confuse myself. I said, oh, thank you very much. I spoke to Woody. That's fine. And,
She's right over the next office over from me. Okay, so, yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time.
Yes,
okay.
Yes, ma'am. Y'all take care.
All right. Take care.
Blessings.
Bye. Thanks. All right, I'm going to like if I don't know. Should I open the line? Should we have a conversation about this, or should we just leave it as it is? Gambians, I want you to understand something. The fact that I went out of my way to fetch Woody, Miss Linda, Ray, or whatever her name is, that should be enough. But I don't understand my people. How can some of you sit there and say, how can we bring him here and not challenge him? What more of a challenge do I need to ask? What more I have asked him the question I'm supposed to ask him. What else do you want me to ask him? Do we have a problem with him? To be honest with you, he's not the one we have a problem with. He's not going to pay any one of you. He's not the one. It is not the underground rail. It is not the underground railroad that we are after or we're chasing. No. So I'm not asking for any praises or any thank you or anything, but at least respect my platform. And don't go as far as sending me a message on Messenger telling me how can I get Mr. Woody Williams on air and not challenge him. I do not accept that. It's unacceptable. Kontaan len ci yalla ne indi nako. Wax bi ciow bi lu mo bari yep. It all started with Miss Linda, this Woody, ak kenen. So I did my best and bring them on board. I could have done like everybody else and not get myself involved in this. But no, there is no satisfying us. And I'll tell you why this Susu failed. It could have been good anyway. Let me be honest. I don't believe in it. I don't want it, and I will never join something like this. I don't believe in it at all, and I told the guy yesterday, and I'm saying it again. But maybe it could have worked. If we were sincere to ourselves, if we were truthful to ourselves, and if we were those people that take time out to read and understand or to listen to people. But no, we don't do that. We don't. We criticize everything. We criticize everyone. You tell me, out of all the noise of this Susu, who went out of their way to bring these people on board? Da ngeen xam da jani won nañ ma. Da ngeen xam da hason nañ ma. No, you don't even know. But you, some of you would sit there sending me messages on Messenger. Fogon ngeen ne na bay lol duma ko wax. No, duma don jeexal waxtaan bi yépp te duma wax lolu. Bay leen seen jikko bi. Nit ñi ñu ngey try. Ñun ñëpp ci benn bi leen ñu wal. Woody bi ni amuñoo moom problème. This is nothing to do. Woody Ken Ben Gambian du wax ne dafa bokkoon ci underground railroad bi. Foofu la xaalisam nekka. Su fekkoon ne it was about him, I would have asked him, where is our money? I would have asked him. But remember, this is nothing to do with him. What we wanted to know is, naka la fa starté, mom moko design. Am na ñoo xam ne dañ waxoon ne Yama Njie is the one who is behind Woody. Yama Njie is the one who is behind Miss Linda. Yama Njie is the one who is behind Ray. And then I went out of my way to make sure ne ini na Ray, ini because am na yëpp document lu ma war a send yëpp send na ma ko. Xam naa ne real nit la, xam naa ne moom mooy Woody. Xam naa yëpp Miss Linda the same. Man might choose not to do it video because all my time put blue jeans be on. So come on, my people. Come on. Come on. Nit ki soo leen ko joxutee crédit ak soo leen ko gërëmut ci dara léegi bàyyi leen ko mu dem waaye bu leen jël coowi Susu bi ngeen bëgg a jël problème bi ngeen def ko lu personnel bëgg a jël wax bi def ko lu nga xam ne jaru ko te jaru ko fi. I did what Elitemedia should do. Man, I did it the right way. I talked about it, wax naa ci, joke naa ci, def naa ci. But today, that's me doing what Elitemedia should do. Go and get the facts. And su fekkee ñoon ma di ko jaani tey wala ma di ko xas tey wala ma di ko am na lu bari loo leen fi jàngatee loo xam ne xamu leen ko si woon. How many of you knew that these people were making money out of you people just by selling you the software for $1,000? Do you know how many people leen jaay software bi for $1,000? Doo leen ko doon xam. Thank you, Melvin. He didn't take money from anyone. He just designed it. Yen you people are after Yama Njie. So if I Yama Njie laugh, Yama Njie, lima ko wara laaj, then I can understand. But this man, su ñëwee si platform bi, duma ko saaga, duma ko xas, duma ko wara wax luma ko wara. Gis nga Yàlla dafa def ne léegi Facebook ñëpp am platform. Ku satisfied lu naka la nit yi dee laajtee dara rek all you need to do is go to your page and then nga ibi sa foofu nga wax lu la neex but man nii laa décidé pour defee suma bosi boppa waaw te gis nga bu lii nañ leen ci defal comme ni ma ko dee waxee rek suñ leen moytu susu bi yooxu dina jógee fuñ ko fogeewut parce que am na ñu nekk ci susu bi fii ñeen ñu bari xamu leen man bi maa jóg di wax si susu bi kenn jógut benn media house jógut te dama jóg wax si benn mut sëkk rek ñii naan farale naa kii farale naa kële farale xooluma ci dara dama ñëw wax ni ma ko war a waxee teg ko fi ma ko war a teg ku ma gis na nii la ma wax si yow ku ma gis na nii la ma wax si yow man noonu laa ko demee man aw ma ci lu may parloo te pareegu ma ci susu bi de dinaa ñëwaat because bu ñoom Aida Noha bi am naa lu ma ci evidence yu doy lu ma si war a ñëw because man pour man damaa try pour discourage susu bi ñëpp ñu ko amee maa ngi try pour discourage ko dinaa ñëwaat si bu ñooñu dinaa ñëwaat si bu ñoom Amy bi mooy bu kii bokka naka ndeyloo bokka dina ñëwaat si boobu noonu dinaa ñëwaat si bu nga xam ne Ndey Faatu Njaay dina ñëwaat si boobu noonu dinañ ñëw ci susu yi yëpp man commencé woon naa ko duma ko bàyyi dinaa ñëwaat ma wax ko wee dama waxee ko fii wala ma waxee ko si Mama Sali loolu rek a fi sës ñëpp a si war a wax su ma si amee suma information nag pour ñëw toog waxtaan koo yéen dinaa ñëw ma toog ma waxtaan koo yow waaye nga la bàyyi leen seen benn jikko bi ngeen leen def all the time di wax nit ne nii nga defee ne la nga defee ngeen ut ko leen ay sika all the time look nobody is paying me about this is to talk nobody is neexaling me about it admin yi ñoo wax nii sax ñëpp xam naa leen ndax kenn daf ma ci may butuut kenn mayut ma si butuut ñi fi sooti ñëpp xam naa leen ndax kenn daf ma si may butuut kenn mayut ma si butuut ban susu laa bokkuma benn susu kon su ma toogee fii di wax wala toog indil leen koo xam ne mun na leen a explainal tuuti si susu bii dama leen a ñaan ngir yàlla ak yonent ba jël leen ko in good faith ñi tax may wax nag du yéen de yéen ñu baax ñi de déedéet su wax amee rek li dee tax ñu dee wax mooy ñi nga xam ne ñoom seen mindset bi dafa need pour change waaw dégg nga ñu ne Aida Noha seen susu bi collapse na tey actually to tell you the truth collapse na bu yàgga sax déedéet tey apologize suma xadikinte ba apology bi moom tey awma sax lu ma apologize si lii nii wax dëgg damaa war a nit ñi nga xam ne tam defuñ dara tamit xam nga ñooñu tam doole mën a dara parce que am na ñu doon di seetaan and they are interested in this but you have the odd ones that will come and give you headache suñ bidee du doy dañoo ñëw seen la message di la wax loo xam ne you know doo dee xam sax fuñ ko dee teg ñoom seen boppa dinu Gambien bi moo mel noonu they don't go and find information for you but when you find the information they criticize you for bringing the information ndax kenn si yéen jóg na mu dem uti ko ni ma ko utee man foog naa ne ñun fu ma ñëwee nii tey ñun foofu leen war na commencé sax am ñoom wudi am ñii ñëpp ñu ñoo wax ñu parce que ñoom ñoo ko design tey soo leen gisee susu bi mu jógee Amérique ba mun a ñëw si dëkk bu leen mun a nekk si àddina wudi boobu moo ko design su ko designu toon wallahi doo leen egga fii tey te wax na fi lu leer ba mu ko designé dafa ne benn nit bilaay Mama Sali yéena léegi sax ndimbal bii sax daf ko du dee jar because li yow Mama Sali xam nga man xam naa fii képp ku fi wax si susu bi muy man muy panderi muy yow képp ku fi wax am na ñoo xam ne si roon ñu ngi laa buddil ndey di la wax lu nekk di nga si jógee sax man suma maas yi friendship si dina si tas am na ñu nga xam ne man dama amoon na ñoom jaama mu ngi see tas waaye dama dem bet kiyaaw ma ci loolu sax yéppul benn waxi susu bii nii come on nit ñi nañ leen waxante digga waaye bàyyi yeen seen yenn jikko yi waaye nañ leen bàyyi niñ mel anyway moving forward Ray, I spoke to Ray. Actually I wanted her to come on board but she said she cannot come on board because she doesn't owe anyone an explanation and she feels if people cannot trust Yama enough or trust me enough she doesn't see any reason why she should come on air live and talk to us and I told her this is part of my job. I cannot come and convey a message that you don't have a consent to. And then she gave me the consent that you can say that I said so and so and so and so and so. And I said, number can. So Ray, so those of you nga xamne yéen a ngi woon si family and friends and you paid your money to Ray la tudda na raay la ndax naka la dimbali leen ma man nu ma nee ma ooye ko anyway jigéen boobu la Ray la ndax raay la yéen daal jël leen mu ne she said she has nothing to pay to anyone. She's not going to pay anyone. One. Secondly, from today, she made it clear to me. She said from today, she's going to close everything that has to do with friends and family. They're not going to take from today. So for those of you who got her number and are calling her, threatening her, or saying whatever to her, it stops today. She's not going to answer to anyone anymore. She owes you nothing. She has no one to answer to. If you guys don't trust Yama, or you don't trust me, who is bringing the message to you, to people today, she apologized to me. She spoke to me very nicely, and I asked her. She told me the admin fee was paid to her. Some of that, she said some, because she doesn't know how many people. Even she knows how many people were there. It's like some. Whatever was paid to her, she said, it's because she did the service for those people. So it is her money, and she has to pay tax for it. And she doesn't feel anybody should ask her one dime. Well, she didn't say it that way. She didn't say one dime. Anybody, she feels that no one should ask their money back when it comes to that. Yeah? All right. Legi, where does this leave us now? Now, they're going to see Woody Lumba. Ray, they're going to Lumba. Ray mom, jehal len si, send admin bi mom, ñu nekk family and friends. Xam nga ñu yeen ñene ñi da ngeen chase Ndey Fatou. Yene ngeen chase kii nii waa Redin. Ñene ngeen chase ñoom Aida. Ñene ngeen chase ñeneen right? Buso, Bali Buso mooy tuma. Yene ngeen chase ñeneen. At least am ngeen admin boo leen chase. Waaye bu ñoom Yaama Njaay bi, to tell you the truth, you guys have no admin to chase anymore. Because she made it clear to me, said from today, anything to do with this, munko close. And I waha Yama si lulu, Yama munako bunko close or whatever, I don't know. But she's not gonna pay anyone. So lulu lenko make me clear. So that admin is gone. The mobling for fay mune admin feeling for fayon, they and Hamgen won the score. She didn't force anyone to have an admin. You guys couldn't control how much admin yours, so she decided to do it for you with a fee. But fingen Fatimoy, Woody wax na ne waa nee na Mbow tamit Woody wax na ne su nit waree fay admin contract la ma ibi line si Dux want to choose ñi ña tamit dafa bëgg a participer. No, léegi you can call me on my phone. You can call me. I don't want to give out my phone number. Let me go and get you. Venus, go and get me the other iPad, the black one. Yeah, the one in that room, please, darling. Thank you. Wow. Nya am nak Chuks, Nina, Anna, Melvin. Yen mo am sama number bi, sama private number. You can call me on that number. That I don't mind. But if anybody wants to call and talk about this, I'll only be here for another maybe 40 minutes and I'm gone because I cannot be here talking about Uzuzu every other day. Tay xam nga ne tay maa ngi waroon a ñëw wax si góor ñi tay ak fi safal góor yi. Ah? Dëgër këcc bi. Hello, Chuku. Chuks. Yo, hana Melvin, hana man naka fane man nama dof. Man dina nekk fii di wax ak Woody ma dugal la si line bi nga xasal ma Woody ba Woody daw. Moo tax ma bañ.
No, Woody was telling us that. But you know what? I don't know who sent you a message on Messenger because
4 people after I'll screenshot it. Yo, I'll screenshot it. 4 people send me that.
Because you know what? Most of the questions I wanted to ask him, you kept asking him that, like the right questions. Because, for example, when he mentioned it was into business entity. And then he mentioned something about admin, and you said to him, but you just said it's not a business.
Yeah.
You just said it's not registered. So you were asking him the right questions, the relevant questions. So I don't know why people thought you were not asking him the right question, because that's exactly what I would have asked. But then, okay, what I wanted to say, and this is just my own idea of the whole process. Yeah. It doesn't make sense to me. What it is, pyramid schemes, we have to establish a fact. Matter, and you have to research this yourself. Pyramid schemes are illegal. That's the bottom line. There's no shortcut to it. It's illegal in New York. It's illegal in most states in America, and that is why nobody would register it.
But
it is illegal.
But he said it's not a pyramid scheme.
No. You see, the thing is, pyramids. There's nothing. Okay. Pyramid scheme is abstract. Okay, so you can right now you can devise a program, you can devise a software that has got financial repercussions or financial implications, and then just call it Susu. You can call it Susu.
Melvin,
you can call it Chooks. You can call it
Hey, Reki.
Okay?
Xam nga fan moo neex Melvin?
Yeah.
Imagine la Woody ma ca réewum tubaab. Woody ne susu. Man gis nga ba Woody ne susu.
No, because you know why? Let me tell you what happened. You see, these people are really smart. What they did, you know what they did?
Yeah.
They understand. If you look at this pyramid scheme, and let me just finish explaining to you what a pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
A pyramid scheme is not necessarily called a pyramid scheme. It is anything that has certain characteristics that would fall into an amount as a pyramid scheme. So what these people did, a pyramid scheme is basically any sort of investment that people make funds, they make money through individuals investing, having an initial investing, and it is infinite. It doesn't have an end. So it's just one person bringing another person and another person bringing another person. So that's how it goes. So when you have these peculiar features, it is what is referred to as a pyramid scheme. So no matter how you design it, no matter how you dress it in white suit or a coat or a jacket or Brazilian hair, it will amount to a pyramid scheme based on features that it has.
Yeah, hold on. Finish that. Daniel foofu ba pare ñu ne li nga wax yëpp man waxuma ko de. Babu Job mu ne li nga wax yëpp dafa bëgg nga ko ci olof.
Listen, Babu Job is just joking. I'm sure he's just joking.
No, he's not joking because you know I cannot speak English and my people, Manya even said the Wolof mom de good English. Mi nga ko ci olof.
Okay. But I want to explain something. You know what this guy does? This guy has done. This guy, you have to give it to him that he's smart.
Very smart. He's making money.
If you look at this whole issue about this susu and thingy and whatever it's called, it's just with the African community. You're not seeing white people being affected. You see, it's just with the African community.
No, but you don't know because he's saying it's all over. It's everywhere in the world.
That's what he is saying. I'm not taking what he's saying. I'm intelligent. I can do my own analysis. So I'm not taking what he's saying. I'm just telling you that if you look at the people, and you can go online, because most white people, most other people don't understand this concept of investment. But what is happening, this concept of investment is very much peculiar to African people. We identify with it. And that's why we have this thing called Osusu in Gambia. Or is it Osusu? Am I saying it right? I know the Akus call it Osusu, but
yes, Osusu,
in Wolof they call it Susu.
Yes.
Okay. So they know this is and that Susu thing is not just with Gambia. It's in most African countries. If you go to East Africa, it's very predominant in East Africa. So what he did was to take this idea, this concept of susu, of me putting money and then you sortie, it goes round and round and round, you know, you bring people, they sortie. So what he did was, he got this susu idea and played with it to a point that it has all the characteristics, all the characteristics of a pyramid scheme, yeah? And then he built a software. So now what he has done, and then he has couched in very, 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 very descriptive words that has got legal connotation. So for example, when you get to a level, he calls it a gift. Then he calls it a blessing. So what this has done is to take the legal liability out of the individual.
Yes.
Because it now a gift. So when you say you have gifted something, you cannot gift somebody and then yet still want to claim or take legal or seek legal, you know,
that's true.
remedy in a court when you have actually volunteered and gifted somebody. You go to a point, he calls something a blessing. What the hell? I'm taking my $500, my hard-earned money, and you're telling me I'm gifting a blessing?
Hey, Melvin,
$500 right now?
Melvin, don't yap my Woody. It's a blessing. You were blessed. You were blessed by 3,500.
So really, what he has done, okay, and then he tells you that, another point that I think you mentioned that, I'm not sure if you did, but you know, he mentioned that it's a family. Initially, he said it's a family
and friends,
family and close friends.
Yes.
But common sense dictates anything that is for family and close friends cannot be infinite. It cannot go on and on because you would go outside your circle of friendship. You would go out of your circle of personalities where you know people from an individual to individual basis. You get me? But so what he has done really is a phenomenal job, and then he sells this software. So when he sells the software, it moves from personal responsibility, personal liability, and goes to a third person. So, for example, the Yamanja you mentioned, even though the software was designed by Mr. Woodpecker, I call him Woodpecker because
I would call him Woodpecker. Anasar is calling Woodpecker. Hey, pull my yap. The girl have my jelly just more woody. It go Woodpecker.
So exactly. So what has happened? So he designed the software. The software is designed fraudulently anyway. It's a fraudulent software, okay? But you see the software, what he has done is, the software is abstract. Software is an abstract thing. It's got no concretization. The software is just there. You can choose to buy the software or not. So he sells the software to a person like, let's say, Yamanjai, or let's say Maninya. Let's say he sells the software to Maninya. Now, when he sells the software to Maninya, liability has crossed hands. He has no more a direct interface interaction with the third party. So Maninya has bought the software. Now it is the responsibility of Maninya now to get this software up and running, to start going around and calling people and telling them about air, about fire, about water, about land, about sea, about admin. But Woody, Mr. Pecker, is already out of it. Mr. Pecker has sold his software.
So Leggy,
he's earned his $1,000.
Yeah, but now, let's be honest. Has Mr. Pecker done any wrong? No. It's Gambian Bilegi money.
No, that's what I'm saying. Mr. Pecker has not done wrong. Because Mr. Pecker, the wrong Mr. Pecker did is what you call in law, it's either legality or morality. That's a moral thing. Mr. Pecker knows he's outsmarting people. He sold his software. Mr. Pecker is in his corner.
Apparently, the software was just to make flowers.
No, that is what Mr. Software, and that is what Mr. Woodpecker is telling you. But how can remember also, if you were paying attention, Mr. Woodpecker said that his software was very, very
detailed.
It was and it was nobody could actually, what's the word he used? He said it was something proof. He used a particular phrase.
Yeah, but he said everything was on the software. Yes,
and he said nobody can actually go around or try to break into his software and stuff. You heard him say that, right? You heard him when he said that.
Yes, I heard that. Yes,
because he said his software cannot be tampered with. It cannot, nothing can be done with his software. But then he goes on to say that people have decided to use the software in a different way. But remember, he already established the foundation to tell you that software is very hard-proof, that nobody can change it. And you know what happens now? People don't know that Mr. Woodpecker has his own software, right? He sold the software to Yama, or whoever it is. Now, Yama is getting people to do certain things, but Yama can never understand the software like the way Mr. Woodpecker understands the software. Okay? So now, Miss Yama now is going around collecting money and doing stuff. But let me explain. Any sort of investment, any sort of transaction that has got contractual obligation. Remember, he said to you there's a contract between admin and friends.
Yes.
A person to contract. It is not a written contract, but obviously there's a verbal contract involved. And a verbal contract is as good as a written contract legally. So which means there's a legal connotation to this scheme because there's a contract involved. Now, it also says to you that there's an admin involved. Now, admin can only be involved in a procedure or in any mechanism that has got financial implications.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, if you have something that people are investing financially, you must have a financial regulatory body.
Yes.
It must fall under financial regulations. And if it does fall under financial regulations, it has to have a legal backing.
Why you're Melvin?
Because people
Venus,
are putting them...
Melvin, leave for more because Holland Venus, we have the Hamu Darasilo, Mujiki, Joma Thumbs up, the Mayange, right? Venus, 7, 8 years. Jacqueline, Venus, So it has a financial repercussion, right? And that is why they are charged.
But listen now, where the catch is. You know, Mr. Woodpecker has said he just designed his software. But when Yamanjai was receiving or buying that software from Mr. Woodpecker, Mr. Woodpecker would not give Yamanjai the details because every software comes with a regulation. Every scheme comes with its policies. Now, he told you there were no policies. He told you there were no schemes. But let me tell you where he got it all wrong. Because even though he said there were no schemes, even though he said there were no policies, but he's also telling you that there is an admin fee. What regulates that admin fee? What stipulates that there is an admin fee? It means there's a silent regulation.
Yes.
So somebody is deemed as an admin and somebody has to finance that administrator. Okay? Now, does Yamanjai have the understanding and the wherewithal to understand all the legal ramifications, all the financial ramifications of this scheme? No. You know why? You go back to the original point of entry in our submission that he has used a very well-known scheme, which is the Susu. So when I call Fatoumata Rahman Koka and I mention Susu, automatically what you're thinking of is the Susu that you do in Gambia, the Matek, Masoti. Is that how you do it?
Okay.
You put 500, Nina put 500, Uncle Joe put 500, and you're sorting it up 2,000. So when you come and sell the scheme to the African mind, there's no technicalities.
Girl, daughter.
And that's why people were calling and saying, hey, Kailen no new duga. So me, they called me, and you know me, as soon as they said to me, I was going to do it. When they called me and said like, oh, $500, I said, okay, fine. As soon as they said you have to get 2 people, I told like, hey, me, I don't have friends, so I cannot get 2 people. I'm out. I know I don't have friends.
You tried to get me and Mania. What are you talking about?
No. You know, I told you. I told you. If you and Manina were involved, right now I will be with a live band outside your door and I'll be blowing the trumpet.
Yeah, but legally,
anyways, that's my point. Really, that's what I wanted to say.
Thank you.
This is it's fraudulent. It's fraudulent, anyways. No matter how you look at it. But I just feel sorry for the people because initially, I think some of the people that got into this scheme don't even understand it.
Yeah.
And like he said, he said to you there are no regulations, there are no rules. But he also said that when you put your money in, you don't get it again.
You don't get it back. Yeah.
That's not a rule.
It is a rule. It's a rule. Yes. It's a rule. Yes. Well, bye, Nina Muduga. Nina Munega Gira Muduga.
Bye-bye.
Ducks. No. Fi touch na white. Mane kufi duga la bule wadara suma wudi bide. Bye wudi. Apparently, Yamajai sent him a message. She's not the one using the software. The software was used by Ray. So it's not Yama who was using the software. But it was for the family and friends thing, Teruyama. So anyway, lead Almo. I bet that jazz or a jazz. I should finish. Never talk for it. Listen, guy. Call now if you waste so much time. If anyone will refer call. Nina, what are you up? Why? One year for 1 year, Bob. I'm going to declubi. Yama dega.
Mana dega legi, yama dega.
Wa dugal chuks dugal dukuduks. Dukuduks. Aja wahal. Chuks dugana. Chuku dugana.
Mel has spoken. Mel was like, the paranuma gise Gorby, Hangalumde. Gorby is very smart. No wonder he said he was a lawyer before.
No, for the mistake, who ne the lawyer de who ne lawyer mune. Dafa hire lawyers, attorneys at you know pull.
He said he used to be a lawyer and he understands how it works when you try to.
Okay. Buy my head, Fufu.
He mentioned it. So this guy came in thinking the mom find me put just a masterclass about how it works and stuff, not knowing that people are suffering at the moment.
Yeah.
You know. But the thing is, you can't really blame him.
You can't. That's the thing. That's what I want people to understand. Mom, I'm going to
they're blaming to a certain extent. But one thing I have to say is, Gambians, we need to be our sister's keeper. So many young indi samoromi Gambian. and you understand how this thing works, nga indi ñaari nit yow nga xam ne yow di nga joti sa xaalis, you have to think ñaar ñooñu ñu ma indi naka la ñoo jotee ñoom seen xaalis
back. Wow.
It's something that you always have to think. Yes, the money was easy and everything else. Now it's all a mess. Yiffy is as broken. Man, personally, I didn't go for it.
Li nga wax ni lu important na man foguma ne képp ku ci duga indi walé ñaari nitam xalaat na yeneen ñaari nit yi dañ am da duñ am foguma lolu.
That's the problem right there, because people were thinking about getting the money for themselves. You think about, because things are hard for most people. First instance, nga dega na ñu ne la so indi 500 da nga am 3,500. So you go for it straight away. You think, oh, this is good. But you don't think about the implications it might have if you bring the other two people. Because now they pay Harrisby. So they can fire water or sunshine. They pay Harrisby after that. They just Harris directly into your account.
Yeah.
The two people. So now, tell me how those two people are gonna get their money.
They're fun that leggy. Yo, when you become water, leggy. Yenen Nyanya, how come man yo? How come man yo musu ñoo talk discuss lista? Yo lu ta pusulo ma dugo usus wala ma pus nga dugo usus.
Are you kidding me? So, do you know how many people know they explain that? And I'm like, nah, this is a fast. This is a pyramid scheme. You can't pulo bokali.
La aji fanta mu ne mo dafa lof sa accent bi rek. Acha waxal ko.
Aji fanta nga def. No, but seriously, right? Man, the thing is, my problem was ne. Man get suma ide suma ñaari nit yi. Ñu naka la ñoo xaalis. Fan mata imagine man su dee man maa ngi broke ñu fay ma seen xaalis ba pare man ma jël toppatoo suma soxla ba pare. Ñooñu suñu pour laaj ma waat seen 500 bu ma ko jot, I will not have it to give it to them.
Cey ñiña ay boo ma indi woon war maa amel li ma war a fay may laa kool nga bañ maa faale.
It's sad. It's really sad. But I think you guys are doing a great job by sensitizing people and talking about it. Sale ngeen def the same thing yow yaa ngi ko def.
Nga ne naka la tudda? Nga ne beneen jigéen bu ko def naka la tudda?
Yaa Sale.
Mama Sali.
Sorry, Mama Sali. Bàyyi loolu bul def loolu on air. Mama Sali, I mean, she's doing an amazing job, and other people. But there are victims in this, and we have to understand that we cannot say who is responsible for those victims. It's the individuals who invited those two people. Ñoom tamit war nañoo take responsibility to
Hakay.
From 1,500. It's simple. Just delloo leen rek seen xaalis, and that's it. And then I think that having talking to Widi, ba yu nekk di wax ak Widi nii mu ngi laa explain now. One thing I've come to realize mooy ne Widi dafa ñëw ak simple programme am ne okay fii la war a mel. And I feel that our people, they went overboard with it.
Yeah, we took it and run with it. Yeah.
It was a business opportunity. Oh my God, Lini is easy.
Okay, this guy, one na ko niya, mom nekutol lawyer de. Ki mo Miss Linda moy one a lawyer.
It's really sad the way it's turned out, and I think this should be a lesson to all of us. Gambians.
So, what do you think? Do you think people, Nina, do you think people will get paid back?
No. Imagine man maa ngi broke on awma xaalis fay ñu ma ñaata weer. Understand nga ñu ngi nekk si yëfi COVID bi, people are on furlough, and I see an opportunity like
and
that.
You know what's smart about this? This came about the right time when people really needed the money.
But then the pyramid schemes, all these things, that's when they come, when people need money. When there is a recession.
Yeah, in the 90s there was a recession, yeah.
Understand nga si la nit ñi day ñëw with these schemes. Because, and then could they see communities you have those people are truly struggling. You think they would take it into the white communities and stuff like that? No. They would take it into the communities you have those people need the money and they're seriously struggling. And that's exactly what happened here. Man maa ngi broke, nga jox ma 500, okay, ma téye 3,500. Xëy na maa ngi bëggoon a jënd land Gambia, ma dem jënd land Gambia. Léegi yëf yi wokkatu yow nga ne man ma ñëw jox la. Man maa ngi broke, aw ma xaalis, sax la ko joxee. Dégg naa ne am na ñoo xam ne ñu ko bëgg a pay back ñu ngeen ne ok fine naa la fay £50 a month £50 a month ba kañ.
Wow, loolu ñaata months la 10 months la pour to get your 500 back. So but I don't really agree with that. You know?
Let's most of us are Muslims here, right? Let's think about the religious connotations as well. We have to be very careful when we make decisions in the future, especially when it's got to do with money. If I'm serious, it's sad, and my heart goes out to all those people. Your family, they're still trying to fight to get their money. Unfortunately and sadly, you're not going to get your money because the people who came into that scheme with you were looking for money too. They were broke too. Your money's gone. It's like gambling. That's what it was. You gambled and you lost it. And Woody, this man Woody, nakala naked distance from it.
Yeah, but if it was you, wouldn't you distance yourself? Because at the end of the day, mom gis na ne taxut fen fim taxaw rek mom lu deg lolu wax mom ku use turi li fi nam bi dina la si yobu court mom lu def moy defal na yow so ñëw ba jël sa flower ba jël sa ownership ne you want to admin your own flowers mu daf la ne ba bay ba pare legi mu jaay la software nga dema software bi mom loolu rek la si mun.
I don't really, man, to be honest, because it's something I don't have interest in. I don't understand what Woody is talking about. Honestly, Bernard, Woody was nothing 1 hour. Man, understand what Woody Lundon was. All I saw was a salesman pitch, and it was just fraudulent. It was just wrong. People have lost their money, and Woody made it very clear. Not about on Jema Lodge a bit. Explain affaire Susubi or the Fanyo Kulwan with the American Palace. He wasn't gonna get involved in that to say what you have to do to get your money back. Not at all. That was not his interest. This guy thought it was another opportunity to come and have a sales pitch and speak to people about what he's doing. And I think what we need to do within the community, I am begging.
No. Man faguma ne Woody sa lu wax ni dina tax sa nit commencé waat benen susu es because dañoo waste seen time.
You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. Honestly, I think we should just stick to what we know. Gambians, we always stick to what we know. Then stick to that susu that we know, and we just keep to that. But anything else in the admin fee, bigger susu pay the admin fee go to job. Because the money is too easy. It comes too easy. It's sad though, but my heart goes out to everybody else. I'm not going to take that much time. Mama Sally, you guys are doing a great job.
Merci.
With regards to talking about this and sensitizing people. Why would it come down? You know? They want. Why admin fee? Why guy don't jail admin fee?
Why would he explain that admin fee be? It's not compulsory. You're yanko fay willingly. Yama jay ta wono lo ne ni pay willingly. Lola ya mom ne mom si bosam ne dañ don fay. Ku bëgga fay ya ko day fay. So munta manage admin sa flowers yi. Man mënuma understand lan mo si hard ba nga wara mëna admin mënulo admin sa flower ba ngay fay ñi ña pour mu adminal la ko. Fofu mënuma ko understand ba légui. Ba paré amna ño xamné man si liñ ma explainal moy kenn waxul la ngi fi admin. Nañu waxante diga rek ñi ña. Amna ño xamné amna ñu ma déglu. ñu ne kenn wala ni fi admin dañ leen dee bàyyi bañ sooti si ñu ne la ok ñun dañoo téye £1,000 wala dañoo téye $1,000 wala dañoo téye $1,500 nga laajte pour lan ñu ne la fàttale ko nga admin fee bi fàttale nga creation of flower fàttale ko nga li ñu laa listal lan so xam nga yow as a Gambian feel nga ne dugal nga 500 ñu yola 3,000 back xam nga doo question lu bari.
xam nga Woody was explaining something that made me chuckle. Woody mu ne a gift. When you come in, you're gifting. Ban Gambian in the Gambia that you came from and the Gambia I came from. Ban Gambian Mom guy ñoo ne ko so ñëwee sa 500 bi gift la. Ñu ñëw dugga ne okay.
Wala ko di. Ma ne ko suñu woon nit ñi loolu ak gambul ban Gambian ay dugga I know Gambians we will not.
Kenn du dugga. Gift this time this coronavirus ak lu ñu teg.
You know?
500. You never know. Maybe it might have been an overdraft. Maybe it might have been money they've taken from somebody else.
Yeah, but having said all that, we played a big role in this. Nini tamit ñoo wara buy seen help. Du lu nekk lañ la order dugal la si nga ñoo dugal si. Ñiña in 5 years time su beneen ñëwatee bu demee nii nit ñi dañ see dugal pare bëgg ko differentiate naan hey bii du fi amoon de. Dama surprise parce que dégg naa ne ñi ko fi defoon ci 90 si sax they joined this one too. ñi nga xam ne ñoom ñàkkoon nañ ci 90 they joined to this one too.
Yeah, but man, all I'm saying is if you're gonna go
exactly Aisha, they impose that they impose loolu am na ñu bari dañ impose this admin fee on their people. Li ma wax ni fenuma dafa am ñu doon wax loolu ne admin fee bi da nga ko war a fay ba dañuy waxante dëgg tey kaay moo la dara ñiña kaay moo la dara yow moom xam naa ne yow suñu waxtaanee nañ juboo nañ waxante dëgg ñiña tey man Fatoumatta Coker su ma tegoon susu si yow right nga time yi fee teegi bi jot nga ne ma ne 3000 pound laa jox sa 2000 bi 500 bi mooy admin bi nga limal ba tee suma 2000 right waaw léegi soo téyee man ma demee ak 3000 léegi fay bi jot flower bi ñoom Melvin ak ñoom Mama Salila ak ñoom Harriet Jammeh ñoom Aïcha Diagne ñeneen bés ñeneen ñu fa nekk si ron su feeku bi jotee nañu waxante dëgg 3000 laa yóbbu waaye ñu ne man naa fay seebi nit yi yëpp how about suma 2000 bi nekk si yow this is where I have a problem nit ñaa ngi fa ne dama nekk di wax si lii pour loolu man fi ma taxaw di waxee foofu laa nekk di waxee xaalis bi desoon si gannaaw mu fa si gannaaw ñii ña léegi yaa ngeen laaj Fatoumatta Coker pour mu fay Fatoumatta Coker war a ñëw taxaw di fay 7 nit su ma leen fayee ñii ña maa ngay fay 4500 te bi maa yóbbu 3000 laa yóbbu woon léegi at ñu ne nag kenn du laajte beneen 1000 bi ak 1002 bi fii la ma yéen a admin yi dee meree de man foofu laa nekk di wax.
Law bu baax de waaye the way I see that what you just explained is getting somebody to get into something under false pretenses.
False pretenses la.
So that would have to do with defrauding or fraudulent.
Because yow soo ko xoolee ba xoolaat ko bu baax a baax tey nañu waxante digga yeah su fekkee ne man tey dugga naa si lii nii man yow doo care su li tasee because fii ñi si dugga ñëpp xalaatuñ tas bi ñëpp a xalaatoon ne ma dugga si make money rek dem ba pare xam nga naka la doon demee ñi ña dangaa gis ku ñëw si yow mu sooti bu sootee mu daw dem si bu Melvin bi mu sooti fa jóge si bu Melvin bi ñëw si bu man so the same name si ngaa dégga si sa boss moom ngaa dégga si bu Melvin moom ngaa dégga si suma boss yes a lot of people are saying ne loolu greedy la but if you show me ne su ma ñëwee mun naa faa sooti am naa good relationship ak yow danga maa favor I will come to yours waaye léegi time fay bi mu ngi nii jot na nag fii moo tax Gambien ni di ŋàññante because nañ waxante dëgga niñ koo fayee mooy métti am na ñeneen ñu ngi taxaw ne duñ fay because lu tax ñu ne duñ fay du ma receive 3000 ba pare di fay 5000 xam nga loolu dafa indi problème.
Fatoumatta, I'm not gonna take much of your time waaye damaa wax comme ça oo rek fu ma daanelee mooy ne
suma xarit bi daaneel la tey. ñëwal daaneelal.
fu ma daanelee mooy ne Gambians we believe in hard work.
Yeah.
We believe working hard for what we have. Understand that? So su dee nit dafa ñëw ci ñun mun nañu da nga war a indi sa ñaari nit nga mun a am sa xaalis da nga am 3500 loolu is easy money. Understand? We need to think about where is that money coming from? Who will be giving me that money?
Laaj naa ko Wudi sax laaj naa ko Wudi ba léegi Wudi mi ko design mënut a answer foofu. Where is the 3500 coming from?
The gift, the people who give the gift. Where fire say son say Nadia moon say.
Nina, thanks for coming. Don't worry. My blessings are coming to you very soon.
Blessing me more than your after. My gift. You said my gift.
My gifts and blessings are coming to you, my dear.
Anyway, thank you for having me. Good night, everybody. So much.
Thank you.
I hope this is not going to get solved, but I hope we do learn.
And you like madam, sir? Thank you. Bye. Sally. Yeah, Sally.
So mune ya Sally.
Mani ya mola ko oye. Mune Fatoumatta. Yeah, Sally. You guys are doing an amazing job. You guys are doing marvelous. Yeah, Sally.
Fatoumatta gis na fi ma toog. Mu ngi mel ni man naam rek ñàpp mboolem koy admin. Billahi xam nga li tax. Fatoumatta. Yow bi nit ñi di dugg ci ñii suñ leen waxoon ne lii gift la gambul la blessing la duñ ci dugga man xam naa Gambia.
déedéet suñu waxoon blessing sax nañ dugga de wax gambul bi suñu leen ko waxoon duñ dugga.
ak gift bi duñ dugga.
Waaw.
gift bi sax duñ doo dugga. gis nga nit ki moo tax looy def teg ko ci yoon. jaarale ko ci yoon. ñii kii def leen jaay software bi ñu dem change système am bi.
moom wax na ma ko depuis démba gis nga démba li ma wax ak moom su ko ñëwoon wax fii tey yëpp dina nekk something else because man démba ma yemoon dama ko laaj mu explain ma wax ko li ma ko fii lifi mu ne ma deception ang fa greediness ang fa ba pare dañ redesign moom lim defar te waxaat na ko fi dañ ko redesign
li ma bëgg a wax mooy admin yi ñoom ñoo féeg nit ñi ba pare ñoom ñoo jël blessing si ñoom ñoo jël gift bi li ci ëppa ñoo ko jël because su fekkee ne yow as a admin yow jël nga blessing sa jëkkër jël blessing sa doom jël gift sa raka jël gift sa mag jël gift sa ki la gën a jege jël gift jël blessing foog ñi ci gannaaw duñ mun a am te yow li nga su nit ki jëlee 3000 yow nga téye 2000 foofu moom 3000 biñ ko jox daf cee génne 500 am bi ba pare delloo la 2005 kuy fay noonu nga war a fayee xaw ma nag dégg nga ma de
dégg naa la waaw moom li ma fi wax léegi rek
because admin bi ñoo fa def seen greediness jël blessing gi jël gift gi jël daal man gis nga admin yi nañ génn wax nit ñi dëgga because waxuñ fii benn admin waxu fi dëgga admin yi génn yépp dañ ko maaral di ko tàppal di ko def ci ron pajaas bi lii amatut sutura amatut maaral amatut tàppa audio yépp lañoo play nam fa taajoo yépp dinañ ko play
waaye xam nga
bu ma la tiir
it's okay yow ñun ñoo ko bokk man dama ne lii luñ si wax maa yow kenn waxu ko si góoma ko wax dëgg ne yàlla
après li ci nekk sax ñun ba ñu ci ndong bu taxa suuf because
déedéet kaay ma wax la déedéet yow tamit jëlal bu Henry Gomez bi ba ñu njëkk ñu ne na nga def ñu ne la maa ngi fi mu ne la naka maa ngi fi
triste nag ba ñu ci triste nag ba ñu ci waaye yaa njaay pajaas ba ñu ci yaa njaay pajaas
man daal Baba Sali yow daal day ñëw dooree ko sa plateforme ma ñëwaat dooree fii fu ñu ko ci amee rek nañ ñëw rek di dóor nañ teg affaire si rek
ba pare li ci gën a metti mooy yow ki la nduuti nga ne doo ko waraj ki la waraj nga ne doo ko nduuti kii laay nduuti ku la neex ngaa nduuti ku la neex ngaa waraj fuñ ko wéer
waaye maama lay waxante dëgg nag am na admin ñu nekk di fay de gaa yaa ngee fay nag
ñu ngee fay
waaw
waaye admin ñu ngee fay de
waaw
waaye ni ñoo fayee Fatmata dafa slow because admin ni ñi ci ëpp ñëpp dañ jël seen blessing yi seen gif yi jaay ko material thing def ko matériel man jot naa fi ne am na koo xam ne dafa use ñu ne am na admin boo xam ne xaw ma admin la xaw ma lan la ñu ngi koo wax nag ñu ne dafa use koo xam ne dafa am money transfer agency fa lañ doon nit ñi doon yóbbu money bi ñu di ko londri lii money rondri rek la lii
waaw man dag dégg naa loolu su fekkee fi ma déggee nga déggee Angleterre la de wante
waaw
ok
ak Amérique ñu ne man kenn fayuma man kenn joxuma ci break kenn joxuma ci butuut kenn mayuma ci kaasi ndox ma naan waaye jigéen ñee ma ñor ak li ñoo jooy ak niñ enoo seen loxo yi ak ni suñ askan kiy demee suñ ko ripiyaawut duñ demlante dëcc duñ demalante ci ngénte duñ suñuy génn sax dañoo xool si bunti kër yi faral di génn nit mun naa taxaw moto di la xaar de yow nga foog ne yaa si nekk mu ñëw nga génn sa kër di dem ma dee su dee man la dinaa ko def génn sa kër di dem mu tampon la ba nga xam ne xaalis bi danga koo faj
astafurlah Sali yaa Sali bu wax loolu de yaa Sali
yéenay soxor ñi nga xam ne sax amuñ kayit liggéeyuñ loolu yëfi néeg la néeg rek la nañ bàyyi di traité nit ñi waaw yow amuloo kayit yaa ngi toppa sa xaalis bi bu leen ci bañ nag yaa njaay pajaas bu leen ci bañ bu see yaa njaay pajaas dinañ ca dem ñooyu dañoo dema yéen dem jeex kenn fayuñu bu dee kenn fayuñu kaasi ndox sax su ma ko soxlee maa koo jëli ekkati jëli ko naan
doy na waar jërëjëf ba pare yéen mi ngeen xam ne rek yéen a ngeen nekk di try yéen a ngeen xam ne yéen a ngeen nekk di try yéen a ngeen nekk di try pour ne yéen a ngi ibiwaat ay ususu ees ñaan nañ leen ngir yàlla it's not working bàyyi leen ususu yi ees yi ngeen a try pour ibi nii number to call is 00220 waaw ok xaaral ma jël kii waaw 00 ana sa luy number bi ana dimbale ma yaa ma dee dimbale 00220 235 60 84 am I right 00220 asalaamaaleykum asalaamaaleykum.
hello Fatmata.
naam.
naa nga def.
maa ngi fi.
naka xale.
jaama rek ñëwal.
balaa maa dooragum fu ma laa njëkk a waxee dama laa waxagum ne top up dégg nga.
jërëjëf.
waaw parce que gis naa ne waxoon nga fi gis nga wax yi tamit boo ko bëggee faale ñëw di help nit ñi dimbale nit ñi soo bëggee déglu ñëpp duñ ñëw bugga.
waaw dégg.
parce que am na ñoo xam ne am nañ si interest am na ñoo xam ne amuñ si interest.
waaw. dëgga.
waaw man yàgg naa di seetaan waaye tey moom daf ma ñor bu baax pour ma dugga. nekkuma victime de waaye nag mu ngi nekk suma xol bi foog ma génnee ko.
ndeysaan.
waaw gis nga am na sa vidéo boo defoon nga ne yow susu bi biñ ko waxee yow danga ne na dafa am millionnaire bu toog foofu la ñoo jëlee xaalis bi the same thing la.
waaw.
waaw man biñ ma ko foo sooyee man non lii mun ta dem ma def suma calculation ba soona ma ne mun ta dem ndax lii xaalis bi dafa am millionnaire bu toog foofu la ñu parce que xaalis bu dul invest nga nekk di jël rek.
doy na waar.
waaw ok tey wax bi yëpp sax tey ki nga doon waxal tey William la xaw ma.
waaw Wudi.
waaw man fi mu waxee benn ne. bi nga ko laajee question. mu ne la ndax gambulin soo demee dang de boo luusee rek luus nga ma ne. case close.
waaw nga mu ne doo dellu jëlu ko. waaw. moo tax ma ne ko
si laa ne case close lii moom ne lañ ko tëj lii gambulin la. ba pare ñaareel bi mooy moom xëy na mu ko doon setalal nit ñi waaye Gambian si dugga ñoom joxuñ nit ñi correct information. waaw comme ni nga ko waxee woon bu doon dañ ne gambulin rek gars yi duñ si dugga waaye ñoom itamit side bi ma leen naa aida rek tamit ñoom itamit mistake nañ feena tey buñ la waxee susu ñun dinañ wax ne ñun tukki bi xam nga susu bi yàgg nañ si wala Gambia waree fa xam nga normal susu yi yàgg nañ si ku nekk ci dugga rek ñëpp dinañ sooti xam nañ naka la waaye boo déggee susu boo xam ne ñu ne la every month di nga sooti damaa def suma calculation dafa mel ni tey ñu ne ma jëli buloti nit yoo xamuloo fu véel bi nekk rek nga dugga di nga jot doo ko jot soo susu bi buñ la ko nga toog def sa classes def sa study ba pare balancé ne curuf dugga ci seen mistake fu mu nekk advice bi mooy ñëpp dinañ seet ñu def nanka ñu ñoo def ba gars yi xam nga setul affaire si dinañ xaree sa tur waaw dinañ xaree sa tur waaye ñu ngi ñaan yàlla def si jaam yow tamit jërëjëf bu baax ci laa amoon pour guddi bi laa jërëjëf ma wax ko
jërëjëf kontaan naa nii la de nii la jërëjëf
mu ngi try bu baax waaw ñu ngi koo dooleel mu ngi try jigéen
dëgg Mama Saleh ngeen def lu nice waay jërëjëf waay thank you
jërëjëf Fatmata thank you
waaw pour rek nit yi rek am na leen a tam nañ leen ko ci boolee rek tuuti mooy xam nga lan Venus can you put your volume down please thank you yeah am na lu nga xam ne nañ leen ko si boolee tuuti xam nga liñ ci war a mun a boolee mooy fi mu nekk foog naa ne wax bi yëpp dafa baax pour ña ca nekkoon from the top admin yi yëpp ñuy déggoo ak ñëpp because admin yi seen boppa rek ñoom ñoo mun a wax kan ak kan moo war a fay naka because yéen rek yéen ñëpp yéen a xam ñan ñoo woon ghost yi fa nekkoon yéen a xam ñan ñoo fa nekkoon real tur yi ak di because li doy na waar am na ñu nga xam ne ñu ngi leen a accuse ne ñoom dañ fa dañ sooti te fekk sooti wuñ ñu ngi sooti ay 5 loxo 10 loxo 20 loxo te fekk sooti wuñ am na ñeneen ñi ñu ngi wane néem yi am na ñu mel ñu tudda Fatmata Kuka fekk du woon Fatmata Kuka bi ko nit ñi foog beneen Fatmata Kuka la gis lii dafa doy waar so the best way to do this mooy képp koo xam ne admin nga ñu wax nañ waxi admin fii bi loolu wax nañ ko pare nañ si waaye képp koo xam ne admin nga yow yaay the only one ku mun a make lii mu work su fekkee fayante mu fa yaay the only one ku mun a make lii mu work parce que métti na yow soo waxee Fatmata ne moom mu kool kele mu feeku ko kele kool kele mu feeku ko dëgg la de noonu la war a demee sax it should be collective waaye dangaa gis ne léegi Fatmata kenn ko ne ko mu kool ko feeku ko kooku su ko koolee mu jaani ko wala mu toroxal ko xam nga loolu tam dafa métti understand naa nekkul seen responsibility as admin because yéen indiwu leen woon ñooñu waaye liste bi yéen a ko amee turi yëpp yéen a ko amee so foog ngeen bokk si pour ngeen try ngeen jàppalante ak flowers yi su ko defee faya yi am seen xaalis baax maa ngi understand affaire si de su ko defee faya yi am seen xaalis back and those of you tey wax naa ak nit duma tudda tur waaye wan na ma ne ususu bi am na ñoo xam ne mu ngi still go on pour them because they still have people that are firing of course if you have people that are firing it will work waaye bés boo leen amul ku fire du work foofu la enu loxo bi dee nekkee te bu leen fàtte ne am na yenn Gambien ni njublang bu nga xam ne gëmuñ yàlla te doylu wuñ ñoom suñ duggee ci dara ñu lokki si tey yéen a ngeen di faya fekk am na ku toog si koona bi ne man ci ususu bële faya li fi nuñ ma woon sooti luñ ma woon soo yow doo xam because am na ñu nekk si ususu yi ñu ngi ne pat yéen xamul leen ñan la waaye mun nañoo quietly dugga si beneen ususu si yii di continuer ngeen jox leen rek ñu disappear doo leen gisaat foo leen naa yóbbu mun leen a yóbbu fenn parce que waxi ususu bi coow nañ ko ba àdduna yëpp dégg nañ ko léegi ñi nga xam ne ñu ngee doxal ususu ba léegi ñooñu bu leen fi dara dalee sax da ngeen fa la coow boobu ne egg si kaw du egg si kaw soo doo leen am ku leen fay because di ngeen rus wax bi egg si kaw moo tax maa leen koo ñaax wookut indi nañ fi wudi explain na lim explain xel am na xel bu ko jël ak ni ñoo toog fii di waxee dem wudi lu mu fi wax beegut tent maa leen ko wax am na ñu nga xam ne seen xel jël na ko woog na mu ñu ngee wax ne li gisuloo lii dina woog waaye déglu dem leen ngeen déglu Fatmata Kuka wudi boobu ñëw na fa dina woog waaye wudi yi ma ko laaj déglu leen ko bu baax dem leen déglu wudi woot tamit lu mu doon wax bu baax a baax a baax a baax ba pare léegi ngeen xool kan moo nekk di loser wudi mi ko design loosut moom am na xaalisam te laaj naa ko mu ne mu ngi ko amee turu moom li fi nam software am laa jaay so can you imagine ñaata nit la wudi jaay software a lot of people man anti tukulóor man yow laa faya woon dama la faya soo fay ma suma xaalis anti tukulóor dama la faya aana saar so nañ leen waxante dëgg rek lii fii ñi fi nekk wina xam nga mooy ñan ñi waxuma sax ne ñi sooti de ñi toog si li nga xam ne jëloon nañ admin fii ñu toog si ñooñu wina lañ ñi nga xam ne ñooñu ñu ngi doon di business lañ ko def because am na benn bu ma dégg tey xaw ma 100% waaye demoon na bi affaire si nekk business xam nga mooy lan xaaral ma sottil la nga may ma xaalis xaaral ma sottil la nga jox ma wala ñu sottil ma jox la ñu ne loolu yëpp a ngi woon si ron su dee loolu yëpp am na si suuf ñu ngi ko defoon business nañ leen waxante digga feeku wante bi dina métti de feente bi dina métti de waaw xam nga wax nañ ne no refund mu ngi fi yéen nag bi ngeen xam ne waxoon nañ leen no refund ba pare ngeen dugga si rek noonu seet leen ci yàlla am na ñu nga xam ne su dee maay yéen bàyyi leen xaalis bi mu dem rek seetal naka nga duggee woon su fekkee sa diggante yàlla ba ngaa dugga dañ la waxoon ne la am na nu moo demee no refund kon yow warloo taxawaat di claim xaalis bu fekkee ne amuloo woon sa tout yoo yóbbuwaale nañ leen waxante digga su fekkee ne nag yow niñ la ko jaay woon nañ la ko di right way waxoon nañ ne gambul la it's a win or lose la te nga agree woon ko seetal si yàlla nga dem rek xam ne lose nga parce que noonu nga ci duggee woon waaye nag su fekkee ne ba nga see dugga joxuñ la si woon a clear living explanation understand loo ko yow am nga droit pour nga ñëw jëlaat sa xaalis bi jël ko waaye nag nañ leen ci dem ak yàlla because yu si yow mel xiyaam mu ngi fi su fekkee man Fatmata Kuka ba maa dugga dañ ma waxoon ne soo duggee amuloo sa ñaari nit ñi wala soo duggee nga dem bi si digga nga ne da ngaa withdraw te fekk benn problème amul loolu suma on losses la kon man Fatmata Kuka war naa def lu day ni ngor ma bàyyi fa xaalis ba dem suma yoon nañ leen waxante digga rek loolu yëpp a ngi fi yow mi nga xam ne nag yow fi mu nekk coow bi nee na kurok sotti woon nga waaye danga sotti woon ci secret nit ñi xamuñ ko woon yooyu yëpp a ngi fi di nga bokk ci riiri Fatmata Kuka di nga bokk ci riiri Mama Sali waaye yaa ngi toog doo wax su kenn waxee doo wax su kenn bindee doo binda yaa ngi toog xam nga ne yow sotti nga ay loxo yu baree bare léegi ñi nga indewaale woon yaa ngi leen bugg a woon ne gisuloo ñun suñ loxo ya sax joxuñ ñu ko ba léegi wig bañ ma waxee ne si laa war na sotti joxuñ ma yéen xam ngeen ne dem leen a yàlla am na ñu nga xam ne joxoon nañ leen parce que yëpp am nañ ko fi moo tax it ay su flower yi ñëwee ay su liste bi ñëwee bu leen fa ne caaxaan dafa am de am na liste yuy ñëw de liste yaa ngee ñëw seen accounts yaa ngee ñëw statements yaa ngee ñëw ñun ñëpp a ngee gaada rek toog noppi media man de man xaw ma ñeneen ñi de waaye man gaada naa enough information yoo xam ne su ma fi waree ñëw toogaat woo way susu bii te ma pare rek pour def transparent ci dëgga yuuxu dina jóg foo leen ko fogeewut so liñ leen a wax nii yëpp may nañ leen chances yu bëree bëri borom ususu yi may nañ leen chance ñëpp may nañ leen chances yu bëri victimes yi ñu ngay may chance ba soona ah please guys do the right thing talk to the right people soo leen waree delloo ngeen delloo and I agree with those people ñu nga xam ne bañ sootee suñ waroon a sooti 5000 ñu sooti loo leen 1500 wala 2500 you only have to pay back the 2500 man ci suma gis-gis the other 2500 if only you can prove kan nga ko joxoon na kooku ñëw pay that 2500 loolu moom nañ leen waxante dëgg we have to agree on that bilaay ana saat ñi war a ñëw jooy susu bii ñu ngi ne pat waxuñ man am naa ñoo dañ maa ko ne ma Fatmata man dama rus man susu bii suma mbokk yéguñ ko suma jëkkër yégu ko suma doomi yéguñ ko dama rus ma duma wax balañ ma cee dégga ñu ngi ne pat ndeysaan te fekk ñàkk nañ si xaalis bu baree bari di gërëm nag di santa ñi nga xam ne admin yi nga xam ne ñu ngi def seen kenti lay kàttam pour fay nit ñi ñu ngi leen a gërëm di leen santa parce que yéen ragal ngeen yàlla yéen a ngi xalaat ëllëg because man am na koo xam ne mbokka la sax ak admin daf ma waxal boppam ne kii suma mbokka la munoon na moo toog ne xaaral kii ma ko fay tey waaye dafa ne xaaral ma jox la rek ñu ngi fay seen own mbokka yi ñun nag man de suma diggante yàlla rek lay wax du ma wax loo xam ne nekkul suma diggante yàlla soo leen déggee fan yi dama dee tudda waa Reddit we are getting feedbacks people are coming to us and are telling us ñëpp a ngee wax bu neex bu waa Reddit di wax gars yi ñu ngi leen a uyu ñu ngi leen a tegsante ñoom baak ñu ngi leen ay déglu ñu ngi leen ay fay kon waa Reddit ñu ngi leen a gërëm bi ko su fekkee ne xas nañ leen sax ne admin wallaay jël ngeen rôle admin te yéen a ngee fay loolu moom am naa different people ñoo xam ne call nañ ma di ma wax how professional these people are ñu nekk Reddit ñoom ami sala ñëpp a ngee wax seen ni ngeen professionnel about this ñëpp a ngee wax ne yéen a ngee respond to people ñëpp a ngee wax ne yéen a ngee def seen kéemtalaay kàttan pour fay nit ñi loolu ñun ñu ngi koo rafetlu Yaama Njaay site am na ñu nga xam ne ay góor call nañ ma wax nañ ne tamit ne yaa ngi leen a jox seen xaalis yéen a ngi leen a booleel ak ñu Yaama Njaay yow moom nit ñaa ngi wax ne close loo sa doo yaa ngi uyu nit ñi loolu su fekkee loolu nga nekk di def ñu ngi koo rafetlu yow tamit fii képp ku fi def loolu ñu ngi koo rafetlu waaye yéen mi fa nekk ci susu boo xam ne ngeen mu ëllëg leen susu bi tas na ngeen bañ tey rek ne susu bi tasut yéen a ngeen nas seen boppa su mujjee gis nga mujjee bii yéen admin yi neen yéenay ñëw wàccante si yéen admin yi neen man li ma gis ci susu yi des yéen admin yi neen yéenay ñëw wàccante si yéenay ñëw waxalante si yéenay ñëw xasante si parce que yu eesa ngee génna yoo leen xamutoon ne yeneen admin yi ñu ngi koy def bàyyi leen seen xel yéen a ngi ni bi wax bi génnee léegi si ngeen start di gis ne am na ñu nga xam ne si admin yi ndikite teggi woon nañ moo doon loxo yi ñu leen wax leen ngeen teggi woon te yéen xamu leen ko yéen mi nekkoon a admin yi fo ne waaw xamu leen ko it is wrong you guys should just forget about this Osusu it's not working go back to the Gambian Osusu you put in 500 you get 500 back bu fekkee gom nga si riba gom nga ci xam nga lu dul sa alel du sa alel mistake ñun ñëpp a dee mistake ku ci dugut yëpp xamal ne loolu la mooy loolu bul dugaati si façon bu mel nii non parce que man dama ne métti na ba métti na ndeysaan nit ñi ñu ngi leen a xeexal ak yëpp waaye suñu leen buggee waxante dëgga ba waxante dëgga you all went in it willingly yéen some of you knew the consequences niiru leen woon sa paper ku leen ko wax si paper ñi nga xam ne bokkuñ si woon niñ toogee ba xalaat ne non lii duma si mun a bokka because mégut seen si man you guys could have said the same thing waaye waxu leen ko duga ngeen si léegi lamba ja tas na ku daan admin ni daan nañ leen te tey lu ci gën a métti mooy Gambien bi xam ne xamee na borom bi Gambien am benn jikko mooy xam nga lan when shove comes to shove, I will tell you now I cannot pay you now, I will pay you in my own time. And you're going to accept it because you just want your money back. so koo xam ne nag moom gorewut terms yooyu la laa tegal ci table bi loo ciy mënuloo ci dara because all you want is your money back tey mu fay la ëllëg du la fay susu bi tas na ay kër de tas na sëy tas na mbokka tas na dëkkuwaay boole na ay noon ñu nekk benn parce que di nga gis ay noon ñu nekk benn xeex yeneen susu bi indi na yeneen groupe ok Anna j'ai parlé c'est qui avec les susu là les susu là de n'est rien je vais vous la parler pas avec la susu là susu ya mama la ka français Anna Anna wala la ka lo français ele ñu TikTok ma subhanallah bisina ele ñu TikTok ma lii ele ñu TikTok ma laa leen wax français laa doon laa ka fii ba Anna bu ma laa ka loo xam ne ele gis nga paat boobu rek susu laa waaw maa ko wax Marie Gomes maa ne la susu laa ne parlez pas avec la susu laa denee rien avec la arrêtez de la susu susu n'est pas très bien n'est pas bon vous parlez pas l'anglais vous parlez pas le wolof vous parlez pas le français susu n'est pas bon arrêtez de la susu là toj naa bi ëllëg du TikTok waa laa ilaaha illallah laa besina non Suzy bàyyi noonu rek Anna moom dafa am suma xarit yi fi nekk ñu bëgg a wax làkka français su làkka naa leen français ne n'est pas là susu arrêtez la susu là anyways guys lii lag laa ñëwaloon pour indi leen Woudy indi naa leen Woudy Khadija Baro bàyyi ma indi naa leen Woudy nag moom lii rek la ñu mënoon a wax Woudy wax nañu léegi nag ana nag ngeen xaar Mama Sali moom mu indiwaat bosam ngeen jëleewaat ko foofu man tam su ma ñëwaatee suma bos ñu jëleewaat ko foofu waaye nag comme ni ma ko waxee rek nañ leen ci dem ak dal def nanka ni buñ ci defutee nanka comme ni ma ko waxee rek yuxu na jóg fu ñu ko fogeewut man si suma boppam man mii di wax ci susu bi subaa ngoon guddee bëccëg wallaay bédé bés dinaa toog ñu ne ma sottiloon nañ suma yaay susu ay waay fu ma jëm ay suñ ma ne sottiloon nañ suma yaay susu keroog ka ko sottiloon susu dinaa ko fay susu bi 10 times ni parce que loolu dañ koo break silence loolu dañ koo break kenn du ko waat allo chérie Dieng Sala ça va et toi très bien merci oh ma chérie bijoux là les bijoux là toi avec moi des good friends tay loo dégg français la alasan lu bon lu ma def yaa ma ko def loo fan yi dañoo delluwaat ca blog ga de mooy ni ma wax rek xam nga ñu def nanka rek dem cee xel nag ñu cee soo gisee man foog ma indiwaale si ambiance rek ñu kafree because suñ ko deful rek tent rek moo ñoo jàppa di wax ne nag ne ñëpp képp koo xam ne victime nga si susu bi rek ñu ngi lay yërëm ba pare tamit di wax ne rek léegi from now on let us move forward from personal attacks ku amati loo xam ne rek war nga ko wax ci susu bi nañ ko indi rek teg ko fii ci mu nekk ci kaw yëfi susu bi rek nañ leen wax ci yëfi susu bi a way forward ak lii naka lañ ko déggal nag ñun duñ police susu bi ñun duñ maire de susu ñun duñ chef de susu duñ chef de quartier de susu ñun wax rek lañ mun waaye foog naa ne suñ wax bi foog naa ne su ma déggoo ba déglu am na ñu bëree bëri ñu ñoo oo si doon di ñu wax ne seen wax bi am na njëriñ parce que bi ngeen commencé di wax rek admin ñu bëri ñu ngi ibbiwaat seen yéen a groupe si ak nit ñu bëri ñu ngee fayante pairing bi mu ngee dem on waaye nag góor yi nga xam ne yéen da ngeen sotti susu ba pare ngeen bañ a teg yéen ñu ngi leen a ñëwal nag next week dinaa fi ñëw toog yéen góor yi tegu susu bi toog si ne doo leen fay ku leen wax ngeen bëgg a koo jaxas di ko buddil ndey ne ko suñ tasee Gambia yéen dinañ leen ñëwal parce que ñun suñ turi jigéen yi rek ngeen nekk di dégga moo tax yéen góor yi ngeen ne pat mel ni defu leen dara dégga nañ seen discours surtout ma yow góor gi nekk Sweden ki nekk Belgium ak ki nekk Denmark fii dégga nañ sa discours yaa ngi xasaate yaa ngi wax bu rëy defal ji ko gor te fay nit ñi lii nekku defi boys game lii nekku dem Gambia ne nañ ko fa fajee di tampongante ay moto wala di yóori nit ñu yàq moto jaambur wala ñu def yéenay parce que yooyu yëpp xam nañ ne da ngeen ko def si noonu yéen góor yi la yéen a ngi si biir yéen sotti ngeen am na yéen góor yi ñeneen yéen ñu sotti ngeen lu baree bari ngeen ne pat toog sotti ngeen joxu leen ko seen jabar yi sotti ngeen verse ko say ciki sotti ngeen jox ko seen jabar yi am sotti ngeen ñeneen ñi ngeen jël ko njëriñu leen dara yéen ñëpp a em góor ñee jigéen yi rek parce que ñun jigéen ñi ñun ñoo mën a yi fi xasante rek ñun ñoo mun yëfi coow rek waaw dañ bëgg a yëfi xasante bëgg a yëfi coow moo tax suñ bos a feeñ waaye yéen góor yi ñun xam leen li ngeen nekk di def ay 5 loxo yi ngeen a sootee from Italy loxo yu bari yi ngeen a sootee from Denmark yeneen yi ngeen a sootee fu nekk xam ngeen seen boppa su bés bi jotee pour ñu ñëw tudda leen su lis bi ñëwee dinañ leen tudda de dinañ leen tudda te gàcce dina am soo jéem leen a kool ñi ngeen xam ne si ñoom ngeen sottee woon ngeen jox leen seen xaalis yi lii nekkut a boys game nekkut ne nañ ko fajante ji biir Gambia boo ma koolatee nangam taan boo ma metti nii kii bu ma yab ba ma koolee sa lii laa ko wax it's not about that seeda si yàlla rek waaye olof njaay ko wax ku laa ñee du la yokka yéen tamit xam ngeen ne ñeneen ñi ngeen nay sotti wante duñ gor duñ leen musa fay seen xaalis anyway ñu emele ko fii ba beneen yoon wasalaam kon su ëllëgee wala fan yi ëllëg nag dinaa ñëw ëllëg dañ bëgg a indiwaat beneen bu neex a ëllëg ci waxtaani góoree jigéen yi ban ngeen bëgg a ëllëg taba moom duñ ko waxati waaye góor ñi ñoom foog ñu indi leen dara daal tegal leen bersit waaw foog ñu def ko jërëjëf waay